Yup, I got this. I got, ooh, shit, she looking ugly. Ooh, she look like a whole birthday cake. Oh, shit. Damn. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, D.
1,
Huh.
2, 3.
Huh. Come on, D. Come on. Get it. Get it. Lock it up. Lock it up.
We'll be a train. You say a semi truck, I'm gonna run you over with a train, baby. Woo, woo. 310. You better get your weight up. Yup, I got this. I got, ooh, shit, she looking ugly. Ooh, she look like a whole birthday cake. Oh, she, damn. I got this. I got this. I got this.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Come on, D.
1,
Huh.
2, 3.
Huh. Come on, D. Come on. Get it. Get it. Lock it up. Lock it up.
We'll be a train. You say a semi truck, I'm gonna run you over with a train, baby. Whoa, whoa. 310. You better get your weight up.
Yo, what up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. I said I'm back with some more boxing. How's everybody doing? Oh my God. I feel so good, so remarkable. Mm-mm-mm. Yo, I need y'all to get the, oh my God. I need everybody to get the likes. I know y'all can do better with the likes. YouTube want to hate so bad because I'm making so much money, but it won't work. Listen, y'all got to get likes up. We doing 2 a days like it's easy. This is all easy to me. Listen, if you want to follow me, all my links are in the channel right there. I put all my links right there. Make sure you guys follow me on the different platforms, namely my Twitter. Listen, I told you I'm monetizing the whole game. Twitter, once I get to 10,000 followers on Twitter, we're pretty close. I can monetize the platform. We taking over all the social media. Answer my question and get your like. Block him. Get Luis Riviere out of here. Who are you? Nah, he got to go. It's over for him. Get him out of here. Don't you ever interrupt the king of box talk. Hey, shooters, get rid of him. He trying to hold my like hostage. We don't need your like to the point where you trying to play a game. He said, answer my question. Block him. Asante, he got to go, right? He said, answer my question, I'll give you a like. You lucky the shooters haven't arrived, but as soon as they do, we'll be sure to remove you. I was just joking. It's too late. No, we ain't playing them, Joe. We don't know you. Asante, remind me. Asante say he out of here. He out of here. Yeah. Hey, shooters, let me know when you fresh in the chat. I can't wait for this. Watch this, y'all. He said they always want to say they joking. Fact. Oh, he can't. My boy Dale McCree came in bucket. Buck. Hold on. Let me get TD Rose strapped up. He been with the movement long. Yeah, hold on. Listen, everybody get some claps up. We got a new shooter. He said, I gave your like, bro. It's too late. Dale got you up out of here. Nah, y'all not finna extort me for likes. Either you want to do it or you don't. Oh, he got double clapped by TD. Y'all savage. Let's go. What's up with everybody? Man, old media been quiet. What's good? Y'all okay? Is old media doing okay? Old media has been exceptionally quiet recently. Joshua done lost. Triple G hiding out. Hello, guys. Lomachenko not being talked. Oh, man. Oh, man. Asante, what's up? It's looking suspect for some of y'all. We got to get the likes way up, though. YouTube, I know YouTube want to play games. They want to hate. I get it. But they're not going to stop us. I did the livest gates. We got the most money. They holding the likes hostage. I told you. Dale McCree says the UK is on life support. Big facts. I tried to warn y'all. Listen, y'all said I don't know what I'm talking about. Y'all want me to turn the lights on or you like it? Y'all like it like this? I'm just doing something different because I've already took over the game. So we working on different looks. Y'all want the lights on? You want it brighter? Y'all want to see me better? Y'all want to see me better? I need the fans to vote and smash the like button. Listen, I'm going to let the fans decide. We waiting for the notification to go out and stuff like that. So what do y'all prefer? What do y'all prefer right now in this stream? TD Rowe, new shooter. It's good which way? Hold on. A, like lit up, or B? I got my stuff looking like Belly. I'm the belly. Oh my gosh, Belly of the Beast. I'm the new Belly. Steady. Are you ready, bro? I got my stuff looking like Belly. What y'all talking about? All right, Asante said the more lit up. Everyone rocking with B. Asante, you on your own. Y'all here. As long as y'all hear me, y'all good. Y'all don't need to see me. Because half the world want to be me. Y'all can't see me anyway. Tevin, what's up? We just warming up the mic, waiting for YouTube to do its job. You know, me. We putting that work in. Hold on, my boy. Let's get it. My boy sent the cash app. Listen, this is real life. This is my boy from the 707. This is my brother from another mother. My man T, he sent $5. Y'all see that? Listen, the 707 takeover is among us. He sent $5 cash app. This is my A1 from day one. You guys understand the takeover is near? Like, I ain't Teofimo when I say a takeover. I'm talking for real. You guys going to respect NorCal. You're going to respect the Bay with what we doing. I promise you that. He's a sneakerhead. My boy's a sneakerhead. Shout out to Tevin. He said he rolled up in perfect time. Man, Anthony Joshua, listen, we're going to talk about it. Anthony Joshua, he looked pretty bad in that fight. And the UK is on life support. They on life support. He said AJ got Mike Tyson sick. He disappointed. See, listen, I love Mike Tyson as the fighter, but Mike Tyson, you know, as the personality, sometimes he just says whatever, you know, and he kind of goes against the grain in certain ways. And a lot of people, they kind of listen, I'm just cut to the chase. I see it a lot of times with black fighters, right? Black fighters, sometimes they coon. And black fighters, they'll kind of say what they feel is the popular opinion that will receive less criticism. Like Mike Tyson, some at points hated on Floyd Mayweather, stuff like that, because it was okay and fashionable at that time to hate on Floyd Mayweather. You know, you had all the Pacquiao fans and stuff like that, right? And that's what I noticed. Mike Tyson, he kind of goes against the grain at times, where he kept saying that Joshua was the best heavyweight and stuff like that. But do you really believe that? This is a legend. Mike Tyson, you know, I'm the best ever. There's nobody like me. Nobody can match me. My style's impetuous. My defense is impregnable. I'm just ferocious. I want it hard. You know, this is barbaric Mike. Did he really believe that? Or was he just, you know, saying what he said? Because to me, Mike Tyson, who he is and what he embodied, Wilder should be right up your alley. You guys are both black, both from America, and you both are like vicious punchers and knockout artists. But he, for whatever reason, seemed to side with Joshua in more interviews. So I don't know. I think, listen, I'm going to tell you how this game works. There's a lot of black people in boxing, mark my words, that they feel like they can't say certain things because the moment they do, they feel like they'll be like ridiculed, or they have to face the music from the fans. So they rather not even do it. They rather not even say certain things. Shout out to my man Dale McCree. He said Mike B tripping on black American fighters. That's what I'm saying. And that's the reality. There's a lot of black people or athletes. Well, it's really sad, to be honest. It's really sad that some people just coon and they can't comfortably be themselves because they're so worried about what others think. Me, I don't care. I don't care. If y'all hate me, then whatever. You hate me. Oh, well. You know, I just got to be me and what I see and keep it real in that regard. And I feel like I'm doing my job. But like Mike Tyson, you know, even Floyd does it too sometimes. Floyd, they asked him who's number one pound for pound. He said Chocolatito. Someone as great a boxer as Chocolatito, do you really think Chocolatito was the best in boxing at that time when you had Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford and Deontay, whoever else was out there at that time, Canelo? Do you really think Chocolatito was the best? But again, like I said, people, they want to cater and pander to certain audiences. I ain't doing that. Listen, I'll give up my channel before I do that. I told you in the Bay, we move different. Like Project Pat said, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Put a fork in AJ. He fumbled the bag in a major way. E40 album. He fumbled that bag crazy. And we're going to talk about that. Appreciate Case Nasty. They need the money. That's what happens when they go broke. Well, listen, there ain't no amount of money. Del McCree back. There ain't no amount of money that's going to make me do all that. It's not even worth all that. Del McCree is back. He says, if we don't show love to black American fighters, who will stop playing? See? Appreciate y'all. Y'all going crazy. Dale McCree, my man Dale McCree says, I just read that. Hold on. My man Kevin Slim says, salute E-God in the chat. Evander Holyfield always shows love to the black fighters. He's an exception. I've interviewed, and he gave love to Deontay Wilder. Shout out to Holyfield. It's a shame what they did to him and put him in that Vitor Belfort. You know what I mean? It just wasn't. He had been retired for 11 years. What does that really prove? Listen, for a limited time, you guys can join the Discord. The link is in the description. That link, it might be expired. The studio is looking lit, champ. Adrian, what's up? I told you guys we were working. I told you that. I remember I gave myself to the end of the year. I said December 31st, you will see between the beginning of the year and the end of the year, mad changes on the channel. So far, so good, right? If you appreciate the effort and the work, I am one person, Desperado, Antonio Banderas, El Mariachi. I am one person making it all happen. I'm not asking for sympathy. Listen, I was put on this earth to do what I'm doing and entertain and talk and rap and all types of stuff. So I can handle it. But what I need from you guys, I'm very transparent, is just support the channel. If you appreciate the effort, you get your information, which everybody in boxing does. You get your information and talking points. Just always kick something back to the channel. It doesn't have to be monetary, but a like, share a video, recommend the channel. You know what I'm saying? Just little simple pleasantries. And that's it. And that enables me to do this and do more and keep going. Usyk, yeah, he did that. Usyk, the man. Joshua looked bad. Joshua looked bad, in my opinion. But we're going to talk about that. Yeah, we still got to get the likes up. So listen, there's times when I'm ready to go and I could do this like ASAP. But if you guys don't get the likes up, we got to wait. We got to wait. Time is money. My time is money. We got to wait. I'm not going to allow YouTube to try to play the channel and not send notifications and stuff. So we got to pump it up. Let's go. Winston Barker, shout out to my guy, longtime member of Eagles Army. That's a fact. He said the setup is phenomenal, champ. Yeah, man, I'm playing around with different. I'm the people's champ. Look, we playing around with different. Look, there's a compromise. Somebody said they wanted more light. There, y'all got some more light. I told you we just playing around with different things. This is easy to me, so I got to find new ways to stretch myself because I get bored. I'm like Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can cover me. Jerry Rice, nobody can cover me. So I got to find new ways to stretch my mind. I literally don't get inspired from boxing. Like I don't see people, if anything, people copy what we doing over here. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really get that. I'm just being real with everybody. I don't really get that. Like I don't feel, I just stay in my lane, do my thing. I will get bored. I will get bored out of my mind if every day is just, I don't like repetition. You see what I'm saying? That's why when I'm doing music, that's different. When I do music, it's different. Different beats, different moods, different feels. And I get to express my creativity. So, you know, I got to find ways. I know I love what I do, but I got to find ways to keep it always fresh. So that's why you always see the boy fresh. We do different things. You see me slice the hair off. I got chopped. We back. You know what I'm saying? We just doing what we doing. So, like I said, I can only be me. Hopefully, you guys appreciate it. Tevin, what's up? AJ is gun shy. I think the Ruiz fight traumatized him. Quintoni, that's real. That's real. AJ ain't been the same since the Ruiz thing. See, and the funny thing, I'm glad you said that because I agree. And the thing with AJ, let's get the conversation going. Shout out to my boy Shootfly TV. Follow him on Instagram. That's my real in real life, my real partner. That we did the music together. Follow him. Hold on. Look. He on the screen. He said, been A1 since day one, never switched up. Talent is endless. Man, my crew, my people, my friends, like literally, we got the funny. Our group chat is crazy. The group chat is crazy. Some of the funniest guys I know. So let's get it. Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua is he's I told you guys, I think he's in between different worlds. Like Kadeem Hardison, he's in between different worlds. He don't know who he wants to be. He doesn't know who he wants to be. And that's a problem as a fighter because what do you do? What do you do if you don't know who you are as a fighter? You know, remember LeBron James? Let's take it to basketball. I know some of y'all must watch hoop. LeBron James, when he lost to the Dallas Mavericks, remember that? When he was up against Dirk and Jason Terry, and Jason Terry was banging on him, throwing up gang signs after he busting threes and stuff. After that, LeBron James, he was met with straight criticism. People are like, yo, you aren't the next Jordan. You aren't the next Kobe, blah, blah, blah. You don't have the clutch gene. So if you remember as history, and I'm a Kobe and a Jordan fan, I'm not even like a LeBron fan over them guys, but I give credit where credit's due. So if you remember, LeBron, after that embarrassing loss to the Dallas Mavericks at the time, he came back the next season completely zoned out. He was at practice and he was warming up. He had the headphones out. He was doing the dust and the powder, and he was just zoned in. He wasn't like talk. He was in like pure kill mode, just tunnel vision, right? Now, that's for my intricate, hoop fans who've been watching the sport. The reason I brought LeBron is because mentally he was at a spot where it's like, hey, they on your neck right now. They on your head right now because you lost to the Mavericks and you ain't got a ring. I don't think he had a ring at the time. You know what I mean? I don't think he had a ring. At the time. So they're like, you just lost embarrassing to the Eastern European dirt in the Mavericks. So you're done. So he had to come back and he was like savage. He came back on some different stuff. The problem with Anthony Joshua is, unlike LeBron, what he did at that given moment when his back was against the wall, AJ continues to fall. Like people say you lack the killer or the clutch gene, and then you fought another guy way smaller than you or shorter than you, and you got beat up even worse than the Ruiz. Because at least the Ruiz, I can't say worse, but because Ruiz hurt him and dropped him more times because he's the more natural heavyweight, but it was more one-sided versus Usyk. Ruiz at least got clipped, so Joshua at the bare bones minimum could say, oh, I clipped him and dropped him. You got walked down. He was in front of you all rounds, and you couldn't do nothing with Usyk, and you look bad. And now the UK is mad at me. All the British teeth and Austin Power, who throws the shoe? Y'all all mad at me. The British teeth mad at me for telling the truth. They're like, I got me mojo, baby. Oh, me, hey. Bro, why are the British teeth mad at me? Because Joshua Law. Y'all the one that said he was at, who throws the shoe? That's your mum. Yes, church get bang your slang and I mate. Bro, why the English mad at the Hugh Grant and the Englishmen? They mad at me because Joshua getting whooped up. Ain't that something? In the words of J-Lo, ain't it funny? Ain't that funny that I told you what it was before it was what it was, and then I'm the one that gets the scorn because by the British teeth, they throwing up British gang signs, the fish and chip Crips and whatever gang AJ's in, they, oh yeah, meet with me, ooh, and y'all mad all in my comment section because the fish and chip Crip Anthony Joshua got mopped up by a cruiserweight. I mean, this is crazy. Look what I gotta deal with, bro. AJ is like, it's like big for nothing. He's like big for nothing. He don't use his attributes to his best. That's why I told you guys years ago he should probably get with an American trainer. Maybe they can show him more of a. See, the craziest thing, AJ would be well suited with an American style. He has like some of the attributes. He's big, tall, whatever, and he got long arms. American style would actually fit him. But now you keep losing. You keep losing. You keep losing. It's like too late. Like you can. Okay. I'm trying to give you guys an example, but it's hard to find something exactly on. Okay, let's just say a female. We all know, most of us that are men, we know females. So it's like a girl giving you a chance when she's interested in you and you're not pursuing it. You're not pursuing it. You're not showing her, giving her enough signs back that you like her back. So guess what? Guess what she's going to do? Lose interest. She thinks you're not interested in her or you're dating somebody else or whatever the situation is. Then eventually, more than likely, unless she Lynn Whitfield from Thin Line Between Love and Hate, if he was abusive, you had to kill his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unless she crazy or something, she gonna go on with her life. So you guys have to understand, opportunity doesn't just wait for a person. Joshua should have made these changes many moons ago, but he didn't make none of the changes. So now, since you waited, the girl might have lost interest for you. The girl being the game of boxing. You see the analogy that I put together? So you can't do things on your time. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to do things when they're right. Like, for example, I seen an interview and T.I. said he could have signed Drake. Right? Tip, you know, hey, Kodak Black, didn't I say that? You got to fix it expeditiously. T.I., right? T.I. said he almost signed Drake and he had the opportunity. Guess what? You missed out. So now it's just a tall tale of what could have been, because Drake's now bigger than you and he's been bigger than you and he been killing. Y'all better not come to my studio with that fake ish. Y'all know that. Bro, he's bigger than you. So now that opportunity will never, ever happen again. Because at the time, you know, probably when, oh, you fancy, huh? Maybe Drake's first or second album, maybe you, or before, you had the opportunity to sign him, but now he eclipsed you and he bigger than you, especially right now. Like, and that's no knock on T.I., that's just the reality of it. I like T.I., to be honest. His first couple albums was classic. You know what I mean? But it just is more proof. You always hear these stories of, you know, people saying, I could have did this and did, and you didn't. So you got to live with that. Will Smith, he could have been Neo from the Matrix. A lot of people know this story now. He could have, they wanted the Wachowski brothers or sisters or whatever they are now, the Wachowskis, they wanted Will Smith as Neo. But guess what? He was in his own world. He was a blockbuster star. He chose Wild Wild West, which flopped and tanked. Gervonta Davis, it tanked. And then guess what? Matrix, they doing another sequel 20 years later or whatever. So the Matrix spawned many sequels and still is you know, cracking. So that's just those are just a few off the top of my head examples of how these opportunities won't just sit up there and wait for you. So AJ, I don't know. He said Wild West was trash. Hey, that song was kind of cool though. The remake, he said the Wild with Kane and Cisco. Hey, I can't listen. I got to give Will his credit. That video and song was cool though. The Wild Wild West. When I roll into the Wild Wild West, we going straight. Bro, Cisco came out doing way too much. He walked out the saloon. We're going straight to the Wild Wild West. Like, bro, there was nobody in the Wild Wild West that zesty. Listen, I'm from the West Side. There was nobody that zesty and moist in the Wild Wild West at that given time with blonde, platinum hair, bro. He doing backflips and his cheeks out. Nah, bro. There was nobody that zesty. How am I wilding? Bro, the Wild Wild West, I read a lot. Bro, what? The Alamo, the OK Corral, Tombstone, Wyatt Earp, Doc, I'll be a Huckleberry. I know the Wild West. There was nobody zesty, just was out there with the zest. Man, come on, bro. Y'all hating. He said, I'm tripping. How am I wilding? Because Cisco was zesty in the Wild Wild West. Bro, Cisco, Lil Nas X owe Cisco. He owe everything. Because like that was the original zest. Lil Nas got a little bit of zest from the boy Cisco in Drew Hill. Y'all saying I'm wilding because he came out the saloon zesty. All right, whatever. Y'all tripping. Bro, just watch the music video. We're going straight to the Wild Wild West. He was tripping. I know you don't unleash the dragon. Ladies, do you hear me say, eh? He was tripping. Let's go. He was doing that little backflip and stuff. Let's get it. So yeah, that song was cool. Hey, PJ Wildin. Yeah, man. So anyway, AJ, I don't know. He might have waited too long. It might be over. Bro, you keep losing to these shorter dudes than you. Like, and it's funny because everybody talk bad about Wilder, but Wilder lost to somebody who's almost 7 feet tall that outweighed him by 60, 70 pounds, and people think he cheated. So I'd rather lose to that guy who arguably cheated, is 6'9" and weighs almost 300 pounds and beat Klitschko rather than lose to Usyk, who's a great fighter, but he's more of an established cruiserweight. And he didn't even look good at heavyweight. Joshua, bro, Eddie Hearn has completely desecrated Joshua's career. It's like super destroyed. I'm just being real. It's super. Listen, we got to get the likes up. It's super destroyed. And I can break it down further, but not until we get the likes up. Come on. Y'all, come on. Y'all gotta work with me, man. Bro, Eddie Hearn ran his stuff into the ground. But what do you expect from a rich white kid who inherited a business from his daddy that didn't have to work and create his own lane? You know what I'm saying? Bro, Eddie Hearn kind of like a Donald Trump type of person. Your parents have money, and then you kind of fell it. Donald Trump had $1 million loan from his family to get started. I wish I had $1 million loan. That'd be cool. You know what I mean? Eddie Hearn, he's like one of them like them kids that break their toys, or they in college and they get a DUI and they wreck their car. Their parents buy them a new car. You see what I'm saying? That's what Eddie Hearn reminds me. Trust fund Eddie. Listen, I'm not saying he don't work in no capacity, but that's what he reminds me. Like, I mean, I don't know everyone's background, but Leonard Ellerby, Steven Espinoza, even Bob Arum, they're come up. Bob Arum was a lawyer, bro. He went to Harvard. Al Heyman, I think he went to Harvard, and then he was in the mute. Al Heyman used to manage tours for Michael Jackson, Eddie Murphy, Whitney Houston, Bobby Brown, and stuff like that. So nobody else, to my knowledge, was kind of gifted a business or a promoter situation, except for Eddie Hearn. And unless you can tell me who, I'm talking about major people, like the top 3 major players in boxing. Bro, Al Heyman had a deal in a music industry, cutthroat music industry, and then get into boxing and then blow up with Berto and Floyd and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So they like navigated their way. Eddie Hearn, he just got nutted out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. Like, everybody else, Bob Arum had to do whatever he did in New York, go to Harvard and stuff. All Eddie Hearn had to do is get skeeted out. Oh, skeet. Oh, skeet. Bro, all he did was get skeeted. That's how he got his position, from skeet. So he almost has that kind of pompous British type of attitude because he came from skeet. Because he came from the skeetage. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying is true. That's why y'all laughing. Y'all know he came from the skeet. We all came from skeet. Come on. I'm just being real. I'm just telling you, it's the skeet. So anyway, so he got a job out of skeet. You know what I mean? So he came from the skeet. Oh, skeet. Oh, skeet. Shake it like a salt shaker. Bro, he shake it like a salt shaker in the skeet. Right? So he came from the skeet. Got the job or whatever. Radio, now he the promoter. And now he act like that because when he breaks a toy, aka a fighter, he just go on to the next person. So if AJ keep getting busted up, he just go to Dillian White. When Kell Brook was the Anthony Joshua before Anthony Joshua. Can I get an amen? Listen, I know what I'm saying is hard for you guys to understand because of what I'm saying and displaying, but it's the truth. Was Kell Brook Anthony Joshua, not literally, but he was the Anthony Joshua of rematch room, the undefeated black fighter with some skill that looked like it was world level, that had all the praise, right? So he was the Anthony Joshua before Anthony Joshua. Can I get an amen? If I'm cooking and whipping it up, that's all you got to do, say amen. Yeah, exactly. And then he beat Sean Porter, and then his career. But then what happened? He beat Sean Porter and started fighting mid people, and people were like, all right, you got to do better. And then after years of mid people, then he came out and fought Golovkin foolishly. Why would Eddie Hearn even put his fighter? I get it. Chris Eubank and Jr. and Golovkin, hey, no, guys, they were talking about fighting, and it fell through. And then Kell Brook was talking about fighting Jesse Vargas, and it fell through. But why would you put your welterweight in there with a middleweight, and in the middleweight has 21 knockouts in a row? Explain that. That's just bad business all the way around. But Eddie Hearn is a spoiled, rich white kid that inherited a business, and then Triple G potentially ruined Kell Brook's whole career because his eye got decimated, and then we don't know if he's ever been the same since that fight, because his very next fight, he had to fight the welterweight that he was always pressured to fight, and he should have never fought Golovkin, a middleweight, and he had to fight Errol, which is another horrible fight, especially if you're coming off an eye injury, but he had stalled out Errol Spence so long and said, oh, so basically, Errol Spence is like Jeff Lacey, basically I'm going to hit him with my chocolate brownie, and he was doing all that. And then his other eye got shattered because Errol Spence is a southpaw. So now, bro, his eyes is totally X'd out like an emoji, and his eyes is broken, and he ain't never recovered his career since those back-to-back losses. So this man, undefeated, doing, I think, decent crowds in the UK. And then you get your eyes broke up by Golovkin. Hey, no guy, hey, no guys. And Golovkin, hey, no guys in your eye. Yeah, Max hitting you too hard because he a middleweight and you a welterweight. And there are weight classes for a reason, and you're not acclimate. Listen, I said he a middleweight, you a welterweight, and you move straight up. You didn't acclimate. Listen, the kid with the golden voice and the most bars is back. Listen. I said he a middleweight, you a welterweight. You move straight up. You didn't acclimate. That's a bar. That's a bar. He a middleweight, you a welterweight. He a middleweight, you a welterweight. You move straight up. You didn't acclimate. And you wonder why your eye got shattered. Weight classes exist for a reason. If you got to move up smart. But Eddie Hearn don't care because he the spoiled, rich, white, British kid that inherited a business, and he not the one getting in there getting lumped up. Joshua's eyes is getting bashed up, and Kell Brook and Billy Joe Sain, he not the one getting in there, so he don't have no regard. So like I said, it's like a toy. You break your toy, he broke the toy. Back-to-back tough fights, Kell Brook never the same. Then Kell Brook was like irrelevant. So he started putting massive attention on his new toy, Anthony Joshua. And now Anthony Joshua's career, same thing. You moved him in weird ways, and then now it's like it don't even make sense. And now it don't make sense. Ricky Williams, what's up? Hey, Ricky, you can join the live if you want. I don't know what you're doing. He said he broke his G.I. Joe. Get the fake Bernard Hopkins out of here. Ego stop is the hurt business. Yeah, you about to get hurt. Block him. Block him. Block both of those people back to back. Bernard Hopkins and John Edwards. We're going to block all y'all. Ricky. Listen, we got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up. Listen. Please let me know when you guys have blocked them. Diacona, what's up? Smash the like button, please. Hey, Ricky, can you give me your email? I think that's probably the easiest for me to do that. What's your email address? Because I'm not sending a link, all these weirdos and stuff. Just give me an email that you can access pretty quick, and then I'll send you a link through there. Ricky. Oh, it's Ricky Dot? I think I got you. Ricky Dot? Is it that one? The Gmail? Ricky Dot? All right, I got you. Yeah, I have you saved, actually. So we good. All right, we good. Triple G in the witness protection program. All right, we're about to bring Ricky Williams on because I gotta test this. We're just working on software and stuff. Please get the likes up. We're about to bring Ricky Williams on. Anyway, Eddie Hearn broke his toy. That's what I was getting at. Eddie Hearn broke his toy in terms of Kell Brook. Kell Brook was never the same after those tough fights back to back. And then he just broke his toy with Anthony Joshua. So it's just a bad look. It's like now Anthony Joshua, if he lose the rematch, was you gonna go to Dillian White? Ego, you gonna start having guests on? I don't know. I do whatever the fans want. But listen, my time is too precious, so it can't be the weirdo. I don't need to be talking to weirdos. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. It's not good for your health. Y'all, listen. Y'all gonna have to get a whole lot more likes. You want me to start bringing more people on? Y'all gotta show them love. Show the chat love. Damien, what's up?
Ricky Williams joined.
What the heck? Why did it say his name? That was crazy.
What's happening? What's happening?
Hey, what's up? I haven't had you on for a minute. What's up?
Oh, man, I thought you forgot about me. What's up?
Turn your volume down a little bit. It's like loud. Hold on.
That's good. Where we at?
Say talk. I can't hear you.
Mic check. Mic check. 1, 1, 2, 2. No. Am I bored?
It's super loud. I don't know. Are you on PC or Mac? Or what are you on?
PC.
Okay, just go to your master volume and just turn it down just a little. It's like super hot.
How's that?
Talk. Say something.
That's better?
Yeah. It's definitely sounds good.
All right.
Oh, we got Ricky Williams from the chat, Eagles Army Extraordinaire. I'm gonna give him a time too to put his YouTube, unless you want to do it now.
I got you.
I'm getting your link. Well, yeah. So he has a YouTube channel. So make sure you guys tap in with him, see what he got going on. He's been Eagles Army for a while. He got his own thing going too. So, check out the content. Yeah, but anyway, Joshua, I just feel Anthony Joshua, his whole he's just, I don't know. It's like Slave Room. That's a good name. Rematch Room or Slave Room.
Yeah, man.
It's like it's just weird. You know what I mean? Like, but okay, so here's my thing. This is the main topic of the video. Anthony Joshua, you guys know he could have fought Deontay Wilder. Let's vote. Whose fault was it? Was it Deontay Wilder's fault the fight didn't happen? Or was it Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua? Let's vote real quick. And for those that want to join Ricky Williams, get his numbers up. I'm going to pin it to the top. So that's the guest I have on right now. Oh, I thought he had a Make America Great Again hat. Y'all see that? I was about to say, never mind. I thought he had a MAGA hat. Hold on. Okay, whose fault was it? Eddie Hearn's and AJ, or Wilder's fault that when they were both undefeated, Wilder versus Joshua never happened. Joshua, he even admitted it on Breakfast Club. He said that? I don't remember. I don't remember that, but
yeah, man.
He said all three. Block him. Nah, all three. Ricky Williams, whose fault was it?
It was AJ and Eddie Hearn's.
How do you say that?
Hey, man, look. It's been said already out in the public, man, that that they didn't do good business. They didn't move in good faith with Deontay Wilder, bro. I mean,
that's a fact,
right? Also, you sit up there, you got a $50 million bag plus 50% of the pay-per-view, bro, and you said no, bro. What else you want? You want his next unborn kid? I mean, really, bro. You gave.
And the thing is, you stalled out the whole idea of pay-per-view to keep him trapped on an app that, like, to see Joshua was on Showtime and HBO for the Klitschko fight, but for the other fights, Showtime exclusively. So he was getting traffic in America, and now they never built Joshua into a star in America. He can't really become. How is he going to become can he become a real true star based on how his career has panned out in America?
No, not at this point, man.
At this point,
yeah. He already built a reputation of being skittish, so he came in here in MSG and looked like crap against Ruiz, and then he get beat by what is it against? What is it with him and shorter dudes, man? What
he losing them?
Come on, man. You were supposed to impose your size on both of these occasions, bro. And I've been covering this, bro. The truth of the matter is that chin wise, AJ is an oversized Amir Khan, God.
So you don't have no faith in his chin? Like, you think it's
none whatsoever, bro? Like when Usyk was touching him, bro, with anything but a jab, he was shaky on deer legs, bro.
Yeah, his legs did look bad. And that's a cruiserweight.
Yeah, man. It's like he ain't it. I mean, we always knew he wasn't it, you know what I'm saying? But he not even what they was trying to make him to be, nowhere near it. It's all bad for Joshua right now. I mean, if we look at his career, bro, I mean, anybody that's worth fighting beats him.
Ricky, pick a number, a single digit number.
7.
Now pick another single digit number.
2.
If you think Anthony Joshua beats Usyk in a rematch, press 2. If you think Usyk beats Joshua in a rematch, press 7. If Joshua loses to Usyk, press 7. If Joshua beats Usyk in a rematch, press 2. I want to hear what y'all got to say. 7 if Usyk wins in a rematch. 2 if Joshua wins in a rematch. And shout out to Ricky Williams for the number selection. Okay, so one person has said Joshua. All right. Okay. Cash Clay, let me ask you this. Since you have faith in Joshua, what is Joshua going to do different that was not displayed in this fight? So what is he going to do? Since you're the sole person here who had faith that he'll win. Let's see if he says anything. Ricky, you can keep going until he allegedly responds.
It's like I just can't easy, bro. I mean, he on the top level, bro.
Your sound kind of cut out. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
Over here.
I think I try to bring you up. I think you should be good.
Yeah. I think he's top level.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't think it's possible to get back to the stature that he had when he was undefeated, or even after the first loss, because he just keeps saying the same thing. He loses and say, "Oh, I can beat him in the rematch. Oh, I know I have the trick," and he's doing pictures flexing his bicep. I mean, it's the same routine. Like, how long are people gonna believe that?
Hey, Ego, I'm gonna come back in, okay?
Okay, cool.
I think
He'll be coming back. But yeah, I just feel like you can't keep trying the same thing over and over and then expect people to still buy it and see fun. You know what I mean? Like, I think even Conor McGregor's at a point in his career with how his 48 fights ended the last 2.
Ricky Williams joined.
He has like 2 wins out of his last 5 fights or something. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the trash talking it's not going to sell at some point unless you're achieving victory. You back?
Yeah. How I sound?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay, good. Yeah, I think I knew. I got it fixed. But yeah, man, AJ, like the people you want to see him fight, they all beat him, bro. We want to see. I mean, I'm sure everybody still want to see him have a Wilder with Fury. I mean, he lose those fights.
To who? Either or?
Yeah, he loses both against Fury and AJ and Wilder, bro.
Okay, why Wilder?
Well, he's gonna lose to Wilder because AJ doesn't move his head off the slab. Usyk was able to hit him with a left hand easy, bro. So that right hand, especially if Wilder is the fighter that we seeing him being on these training clips. He's gonna shoot that right hand right down the middle, bro, and AJ's gonna crumble like a
Dorito chip.
Man, like a stale cookie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely don't think his chin is set up for no Wilder action.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how.
And the crazy part, bro, is Usyk can't do nothing special.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
I think Usyk's pretty good, but I feel you. I'm gonna give Usyk credit, but I feel you based on the fact that he had 3 fights at heavyweight. 2 of them issues was due, and the one fight he did, like let's be honest, Derek Chisora did better versus Usyk. Michael Hunter at cruiserweight did better versus Usyk than Joshua, who's supposed to be better than both of them. Let old media tell it, right?
Yeah. But let me clarify.
Super competitive. And I think the Murat Garcia fight might have been more competitive.
Yeah, let me clarify though. It's not that I'm not saying that Usyk not special. He didn't do anything special.
Oh, okay, that's
AJ. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, and do you know it's actually, in my opinion, this. Can y'all please get the likes up? We out here cooking. Listen, if the fans like the cookage, the dynamic duo, Ego's Army, you know, his channel is at the top. I pinned it to the top. There's only a few steps. Enter the chat, like, comment, go subscribe to Ricky. That's it. That's all y'all got to do. The thing that for me that I feel this loss to Usyk is more damaging than the loss to Ruiz, because with Ruiz he drew first blood and at least hurt him badly, and he got caught lacking trying to get too aggressive. So he can lean in on that and say, hey, one, this was a 5-week replacement. I was training for Big Baby Miller.
Mm-hmm.
2, he could say, I was up in the fight, or I hurt him badly and then I got too careless. So he has different things that I'm not saying it takes away from Ruiz's performance, but he has different things he can lean on. Not my initial opponent, and I hurt him too, just like you hurt me. This fight, you didn't hurt Usyk, and unlike Ruiz, you outweighed Usyk by 20, 30 pounds or whatever it was, and you lost like dang near every round. So I think this is way worse. And like I just said, Usyk in 3 fights, he did the best with you, and you're supposed to be the most special. Man. He looked bad with Chaz Tablespoon. That was a late replacement. He looked bad or was losing rounds to Chisora. So that's crazy. People might have overrated Joshua more than ever.
Yeah.
Because Chisora, he's a veteran and he did way better than Joshua versus Usyk.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't even think it was that, like, what you know what I hate. I hate when the media, and now they trying to push Usyk to, you know, the next great white hope, the #1 pound for pound great, the best heavyweight, right? Look, man, it's not that Usyk was super special. It's just AJ was that bad. You know what I'm saying? He just, whether it wasn't his night, but I don't see the fight going anything different, because in my opinion, like I said, even if everybody in my opinion how the fight should have went is that AJ should have came in as he usually does, big and pressure and smother Usyk and, you know, go to work on him. But I don't think that works against Usyk either, because AJ is chinny. So if he do try to get up and close and Usyk catch him, he gonna drop him too. So I just think this is just at the point where AJ can't go further than he has. This is him. You know what I'm saying? The same way we say about right now, AB, don't let his hands go. He keep his hands in his pockets. This is the AJ we got right now. That old AJ doesn't exist anymore.
Hold on, he cooking. Oh, he cooking. How many white friends do you have? Ego, block him.
Enough to block you. Lucky I'm in here. I'd have blocked you.
Yeah, on his head. Reese, turn him to Reese's Pieces. Thank you. Shout out to Stir, making it
butter
for place. So this is the thing that's real shocking with the AJ. It's not shocking because I never rated AJ as quite like old media did, but to me, Usyk was right in front of him. Like, you know how people, when a guy who's technical and fundamentally he moves, they're like, oh, he ran. Bro, he was literally standing in front of you, and he did create angles, but you couldn't do nothing with him. And he was the smaller person. That's a scary proposition for Anthony Joshua because you're 6'6", you got veins in your neck, you muscle bound. That's what everyone talks about. The whole UK, oh yeah, absolute, bruv, absolute massive unit, bruv. This is what they're talking about. And all that bigness and buffness and Terry Crews physique and stuff, you was in there by a smaller man who's right in front of you. And you got some licks off, but you never backed him. He's backing you up. He don't know what he's doing. So for me, I think one of the biggest problems with AJ, he doesn't know what he's doing and when he's doing it and when to apply certain things. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
certain times you got to be the bigger person. Certain times you got to walk away. In boxing, there's this old adage: you bang the boxer, pause, and you box the banger. That's so right. What that means in layman's terms is if someone's technical, you rough them up, make it a dog fight. If somebody is a brawler, you don't get in their wheelhouse and exchange hooks with them and all this stuff and go blow for blow and body shot for body shot because that's what they're good at. So you keep them offset them with a jab and defense and use some movement, change level. AJ don't know what he's doing, apparently, because he wants to outbox the more technical, smaller boxer that's southpaw. Just the fact that someone's southpaw gives people problems. Everyone knows this because there's statistically, there's less southpaw work in the world because there's less left-handers in the world.
X.
My whole family, there's 5 people in my immediate family. My sister is the only person who's left-handed out of my brother, my mom, dad, blah, 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 right? So you box the brawler or bang the brawler and you box. No, hold on, I said it wrong. You box the banger and bang the boxer. So you got to switch it up. He did it like it's opposite day. And he decided to go in there like Canelo did with Floyd, and someone who's superior to you in boxing and fundamentals and thinking quick, and you're trying to outwit them. And you're literally outweighing him by, who knows, 20, 30 pounds or something. Mm-hmm. And you're supposed to be stronger. And you even marked up his face. Why on earth would you fight him like that?
Yeah, man. He had hurt Usyk a couple of times. It didn't impress, bro. But like I said, I think that's because he can't take no good shot. I really don't. I honestly believe that he can't take a good shot at this point, man. Like, I don't know what, like AJ, he ain't it. That's all I got to say, bro. Like all this hype and he's this and that and that and this and he's exactly what we saw on Saturday night, bro. I know why they kept him away from Wilder now.
Somebody demoting says, man, AJ, he looked gassed. Man, how you work out every day? You got a buff neck, you got muscles in your cheek, and your stamina is like he's doing all this weird exercises and pulling cards with his teeth and all this stuff. How are you always fatiguing? You stamina is doo-doo. Yeah, your stamina is that's like me brushing my teeth 14 times a day and my teeth still yellow. Man. Like that don't even make sense. How are your teeth yellow and you floss and brush 14 times a day? What, you not using toothpaste? You don't have that Crest? That Ultra Bright? He's working out every single day and everything, you know what I mean? And he's like
a Chippendale stripper. He's a Adonis. All I got to say on this EO, man, bro, is that if he does pull a win off, I'll be thoroughly impressed, and I would give him 100% credit if he does win the rematch. But I doubt it, bro.
Yeah, I'm not picking him.
Yeah, I doubt it, man.
Yeah, I can't rock with that. I didn't see enough. I seen too much dominance from Usyk.
Exactly, bro. Yeah, I just think he's broken as a fighter, bro. He's got that lifetime contract, so he's like, my friend Eddie, he'll take care of me. I'm not worried. I look at the positive. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna be all right, I guess, but I don't see it, bro. I don't see it.
Yeah, man. It's shocking how like you have a multi-million-dollar team, and this is the like real strategy that you thought would be, the one to pull off. And see, this is the other thing with AJ. I feel like I'm not even saying this in trying to be funny or anything. I really feel like AJ is like almost like slow, like a slow learner. Do you see you laughing? I'm being so serious though. No, I'm saying like a little piece of slowness because these are adjustments you have to at an elite level make on the fly. You have to make adjust. Like Floyd is the master of adjustments. AJ will allow the thing to happen over and over, and there's like literally no adjustments really made. You know what I mean? And there's no sustained adjustment. So I'm like,
I understand, bro. If y'all's on my channel, y'all know he's the Forrest Gump of boxing, bro.
Life is like a box of chocolate. It's just not like that. Like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird to see you like, and then you had some pieces of success looking like you maybe hurt him, marked up his face, and you didn't press it.
None at all, bro.
Like, oh, let me back off. Bro, I don't know. I'd like to see more like gumption from Anthony Joshua. It's the guy with the most fortune cookie quotes, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, life is about winning and losing is losing if you're learning. Like, he got all these philosophies. Why don't you use one of them? It's just frustrating to watch sometimes.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm ready to go get back in the gym. You wouldn't believe it if I told you, but I can box like the wind blows. He's slow as fuck, bro.
And here's the thing, too. The thing is crazy is even in the rematch, this ain't Ruiz where he's just going to be eating and not be disciplined so you can look forward to that. Usyk seems in shape. He packed on the muscle well from it. Like, he looked the biggest he's looked. You see what I'm saying? So he looked in shape. So you can't really bank like Ruiz. I think Ruiz blew it in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
I picked Ruiz both fights. I really think he would have beat Joshua, but fame or Buster Douglas effect came over him, and then at the end of the day, he cheated himself by having cheat meals or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, he kicked the dog on that, man. But you know how they say that bad kid, you gotta act like that's what most people would do. You know what I'm saying? But he did himself a service. He did himself a service playing with him. I just don't see a way out today, man. I really don't. I mean, he's kind of stuck in the corner right now.
I agree with that 1,000%. So let's take a listen to this is the Wilder. This is what AJ said regarding Wilder.
I'll take 50 million up front. If that's the case, Wilder's team, bring me 50 million up front and we'll take the fight. Several days later. So we'll take, for instance, that 50 million we spoke about. Listen, it's a hell of a lot of money, and it was an honor to even have that number thrown at me. But the issue that I had is I've got long-standing contracts in places with certain partnerships. So when you start getting into the intricacies of a contract and what the real value is, then that starts taking place. So that's what I'm saying. The 50 was unbelievable. It's a great number.
There you have it. So he said he would take 50 mil. Wilder had a video where he had a green jacket on from the WBC. I remember all this. And when that offer from Wilder came out, he started backing off the block and saying, oh, you took a snippet of what I said. And, I didn't mean it like this. And there's all these stipulations that weren't, he said, give me 50 mil. Wilder, let's get it cracking.
Yeah, man. I don't know what's going on with Bill Mike. I ain't gonna lie. I use what's his melon, right? I used melon before, and I was having the same problems. I StreamYard.
Just select your mic. They
Yeah,
have they have an option that says echo cancellation. There should be turn it off. Then. Like you have to play around with
Yeah, give me a second. Check. How's that?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That's better?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, is that better?
Yeah. Whatever you did, I don't know. It was crazy. Bro, it sounded like Craig and Friday when he was like, put the gun down, son. He was like, I'm a man without it. Bro, it started.
Check.
Y'all hear it?
I don't know what's up. It's like I'm getting doubles.
Are you playing it out the speaker and because it's going to go back into your headphones? Bro, he's like, what you doing, son? Put the gun down. Live. Rest in peace to John Witherspoon. He said, live, son. When I was your age, we fought with these.
Okay. Is that better, guys?
To fight another day. And he was like, yeah, you sound good.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that.
A gun don't make you a man. He was like, I'm a man without it, man without it.
That's what I said. Them doubles, man. I don't know what's
Bro,
going on.
It sounded like you in the Grand Canyon. That sounds crazy. Now you cool.
Yeah, it sounds better on my end too now. So yeah.
It was the settings though? You had to tweak them?
Yeah. I figured it out.
I hate to I'm a man without it,
I hate y'all. I hate you. Man. He AJ knew what it was, bro. He thought Deontay Wilder wasn't gonna come out that money. He tried to think of a number that was so outlandish that nobody could come up with it.
Facts. And he did.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all gotta get the likes up. We gotta push it up way. And follow Ricky Williams. I have pinned his YouTube channel to the top. He is Ego's Army, but he does his own thing as well. So if you need more boxing talk and more boxing content, he's taking his craft seriously. So please smash the like button and follow him.
And I would appreciate it. I've been grinding, man. We consistent over there, man. You get a video, a live stream, 1 hour every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m.-ish, somewhere in that time. But I talk about boxing. I talk about the business. We talk about life. We talk about everything, bro. I drop gems. It's up to you to pick them up, though, just like Ego. It's up to you to pick them up off the ground. But what else, man?
Kane says, sounds like Big Worm talking to Craig through the cap. Y'all tripping. Emotions, Nah, he's good. You good now with that. Yeah, so I'll put this to bed. Does anyone in the room feel that at any point, Joshua, knowing what you know about him, knowing what you know about Wilder, does anybody believe that Joshua beats Wilder? At any point when they're both undefeated now?
No.
Because I don't see it.
No.
But I want to hear from the fans. At any point when they were both undefeated, if they would have fought at that point before they both lost, or now, is Joshua beating Wilder? Sir said, hell no.
To the no.
Nah, I don't see it, bro. I don't think that chin going to sustain with what. And see, Joshua, he thinks too much in the ring. Like you could see him trying to figure it out. Like even the Povetkin fight, bro. Y'all listen to Eddie Hearn and he gassed y'all. I'm telling you, the Povetkin fight, them early rounds, Joshua was struggling. He was struggling with Povetkin, and his nose was bleeding, and he was trying to figure it out. And then he ended up sending a shot to Povetkin, and Povetkin acted too weird, and then he was able to jump on him and then got it out. But
exactly what happened.
And that's like a 40-year-old Povetkin. right? But he was getting busted up by Povetkin. And even the Carlos Takam, I don't think Joshua looked exceptional. Or the Joe, like, put it this way. I'll say it. I've said it again. I'm going to say it again. Anthony Joshua has regressed since the Klitschko fight.
Ooh.
Do you guys agree with that or disagree with it?
Ooh.
Like, since he beat Klitschko, that was like the pinnacle. He's fought lesser guys, less regarded guys than Klitschko, and he's looked worse. So I think he's regressed.
You too. That's what I said. That's what I said in my live yesterday, bro. It's like he's going backwards, bro.
He Benjamin Button.
Man.
He Benjamin Button career.
Man, he going backwards, bro.
Beating Klitschko, even at 41 or whatever age you would think that beating him, that would be like full steam ahead. He actually got worried. He was like knocking people out to that point, and he knocked out Klitschko. But then the way you knocked out Klitschko was sick with the uppercut and all that. Then you fight Carlos Takam after that, and it's lackluster, and he like 6 feet tall, and you like semi-struggle with him, and I think he even had like a busted nose in that fight. I don't know. So I don't know if he let off the gas. I don't know.
Yeah, man, he rolling down the hill backwards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, he off the juice. Wow.
He rolling down the hill backwards, bro.
New media out here scalping people. He said he off the juice.
I can't see it, ego, but like this man. Anybody worth him fighting, bro, whoops him. That's just come on, man. Like
y'all trying to violate. Joshua built like a buff Tarzan, but fights like Jane.
Damn.
Trying to eviscerate him. Yeah, man. I don't know what he's gonna do, because like now Usyk's gonna expect you to try to be aggressive, so he's gonna prepare for that. Like Joshua is in between different worlds, so his game plan is all too apparent. You see what I'm saying? It's like now you're gonna come in and you're gonna be aggressive, so he's just gonna have to tighten up and probably move a little bit more, tire you out. It looked like Joshua, the bigger, buffer guy, was more tired than Usyk. You know what I mean? Maybe jab more, and it's just gonna be a hard fight, and it's gonna be a career defining. He's gonna be Kell Brook 2.0. If he loses back to back again, you know what I mean? He can't lose this guy again. So rematch room, Eddie Hearn, they continue to put Joshua in these extremities where it's like do or die, and he ain't from Chicago. Do or die.
Do you want to ride?
In the back.
See, that's a bar. That's a bar. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
They don't. Well, yeah, it's just like you keep your back is against the wall. It's not a good place to be in. You know what I mean?
I just like I said, even if he do come up with a game plan, bro, Usyk, like that fight looked too easy for Usyk, man. He didn't even have to go to Super Saiyan 2. You know what I'm saying? It was like a sparring match. It was like a walking apart for the kid. Did he get hit? Yeah, man, but he didn't have to put no effort in really to beat AJ, man. So I
was gonna say Usyk got hit, but that's because he chose to stay in pocket, like
the
whole thing. Like he easily doesn't have to do that. Like, you know, like that was super kind of dangerous, but I think he wanted to establish an early tone. He doesn't have to just stand in front. He was literally in front of him in the pocket for large chunks of the fight. So all he has to do is introduce a bit more movement. He got the legs for it. He's a cruiserweight, smaller. You know what I'm saying? I see him biking and stuff like that. So I think he's in shape. So he just has to mix more movement in, and Joshua's really going to be effed up. Or maybe it's the added weight. Maybe Usyk at 222 or whatever. Maybe he goes to 216.
Like I said, he was kicking in the front door, and he didn't even have to knock on Joshua's house, bro. He just came straight through the front door. Give me your bitch. You know what I'm saying? He had to, like, that shit was crazy to me, man. Like AJ, he ain't it, bro. That's all I gotta keep saying, man. If you watch boxing a lot, bro, like there's no way Usyk was supposed to come in the front door like that on AJ without getting without paying for it, bro. He was just coming in, eating all out the man refrigerator, acting and not even asking for seconds, man. He was just eating, man. Took your wife upstairs and finished with her too. It's sad, man. He didn't do nothing, bro. He
did that in Joshua's backyard,
man,
like a road warrior.
In front of a full house, man. Like wow, bro.
All right, Eddie Hearn said that Wilder's not top 4. Is that cap or fact?
That's this cap right here. Come on, man.
Why
Eddie just be talking, bro?
Y'all got to get the lights up. Y'all got to
They
get
just be talking, bro. They know what it is, man. Ain't nobody trying to see Wilder. Y'all #1 heavyweight in the world ain't trying to see Wilder. Wilder had to chase this man like he was Candyman or something to get this dude, like Freddy Krueger to get this dude in the ring, man. What y'all talking about? Y'all talking about, man. AJ,
They said Ricky Williams is disrespectful. I guess they say you disrespectful because you said he went in this man's.
but that's what he did, though. Essentially, bro. If I'm
double down to the fridge.
I'm coming through the front door, bro, and you ain't doing nothing. You ain't standing behind the door. You ain't pushing. You ain't pulling out the tool, nothing. I just walk in your house, bro. That's what was happening.
And drink your Minute Maid. Damn.
Hey, drinking up all the Kool-Aid. You want some breakfast? You know what I'm saying? Get out of here, bro. That's what was going on.
Wilder, being in the top 4 is they're saying Wilder. Oh, my bad. I thought there was a lag. They're saying Wilder not being included in the top 4 is a disrespect. That I agree with that. Then
they don't know what they're talking about, bro. They made Tyson Fury the #1 fighter. He's the #1 heavyweight, but he was beating Deontay Wilder, who y'all ain't even having the top 5.
Facts. Here's another reason that we know Eddie Hearn is hating. Who comes up with the top 4? Like normally when people like Jadakiss, he said top 5 dead or alive, and that's off one LP. Who has a list of 4 people? Normally people come up with like a top 5, top 10, right? Eddie Hearn is so petty Hearn. He's so petty that he decided to make a top 4 just so he can exclude Wilder from the conversation and try to take a dig at him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just
so he could say these 4 guys are better than you. That's what he did. Because he could have just said Wilder's top 5 and kept it pushing. But he chose to say, and how is Dillian White above Wilder? And he's got knocked out twice brutally by the same punch, uppercuts, by 2 different people, and he's never been a champion. Meanwhile, Wilder has 10 title defenses. As you just mentioned, Tyson Fury ran and all this stuff, try to get out the rematch and go to Saudi for Joshua and stuff like that. Come on, man. But Dillian White is above Dillian. He's cool, but you know what I'm saying? How is he above Wilder? He's never been a champion. He's been brutally knocked out. Wilder, whose knockouts were worse? When AJ knocked out Dillian White, when Povetkin knocked out Dillian White, or Tyson Fury with that melted Nintendo Power Glove knocking out Wilder? Wilder was complaining to the ref, like, what you doing? He was complaining, trying to figure out what happened with Breland. So he was clearly about his wits and his senses. Dillian White, Povetkin just last year, he was out, like knocked unconscious.
Yeah, he was gone, bro.
Crazy.
He was night time.
That's what I'm saying. So I was like, what are we talking about? But he's just trying to be
the fight I want to see. I want to see them make Dillian White versus Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, that's good. You know what else is a good fight? Andy Ruiz and Usyk. Because I feel like winner of that fight Wilder.
Yeah, because that'd be a good scrap, bro.
If Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury, I would rather see Usyk fight Andy Ruiz and then the winner fight Wilder, to be honest. Because if Usyk, let's say Usyk just try to unify straight away, Joshua doesn't do a rematch. Mm-hmm. If Wilder knocks out Fury, which is what I'm picking, I don't see how he beats Usyk. I don't see how Usyk gonna beat him, bro.
Man.
I think Fury's more of a chess match for Wilder style.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty, like, I got the Wilder fight going 1 or 2 ways, bro, and it's all depending on what Tyson Fury show up. In my honest opinion, bro, Wilder's ready for whatever Fury comes, whatever Fury brings in that ring come next Saturday, he's ready for it. If Fury steps to Wilder, he'll get knocked out within 3.
Hold on, run that back.
If Fury steps to Wilder, he'll get knocked out within 3 rounds. Meaning, if he comes forward, if he tries to,
like he did in the second fight,
right, he'll get knocked out within 3.
Malik Scott said the same thing on the PBC show. So explain why you said exactly what Wilder's trainer is saying.
I mean that. Okay, so for one, you gotta. I gotta explain to you why I think that y'all all know, if you follow me, I know Fury cheated, right? If he didn't cheat, it's as simple as this, guys. It's as simple as this. And shout out to my guy, Knockout Boxing, who put me on to this. Even though I used to box. I know what boxing gloves look like after they've been through it. But if Fury was clean, if Fury was legit, that means the gloves that he had, these gloves on next Saturday should look exactly the same.
They can't. Nah, that's what's not gonna happen. Listen, hold on. Thank you for subscribing, Ben Israel. Subscribe to the channel. We do this all the time.
Get the class up.
Get the likes up. If you enjoy the content, subscribe to Ricky. He's above in the pinned comment section. Let's go. If y'all want to have these conversations with Ego's Army, we got to make that be known in the comment section. Now, Ricky Williams, I got to jump in with what he just said. Ricky Williams just brought up an amazing point, and if you like amazing points, then you got to subscribe to what we're doing. His link is up here. Subscribe to my channel. He just said he knows, and I agree with him, that Tyson Fury's glove will not look manipulated, tampered, and devoid of padding in this upcoming fight. So if there was nothing wrong with his glove in the second fight, the glove gate, the one where everyone's like, hey, what's up with the padding? Then why does his glove look different?
Explain it. It's just like an NBA player. Michael Jordan always wore his North Carolina shorts under his game jersey, under his game shorts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All sports guys are superstitious in some form or fashion. You have a great game, you probably wear the same shoes, the same socks. So Tyson Fury, in the greatest fight of your life, the best you ever look, you should be saying, yo, I want my gloves the exact same way. Pass me. I need these gloves. They pass, they legit, right? The commission didn't say nothing. I need, Marisol, did she sew those gloves? Yo, I need Marisol to get me the same gloves, the same way. I just need a different color.
Facts. Because I believe Mike Tyson said he didn't like wearing socks in his boxing gear or his boots or whatever. So, yeah, those are superstitions that fighters have. And if you had so much success, then you would just continue to do what had the most success. So another thing we can determine straight away if Tyson Fury cheated is if Tyson Fury doesn't fight aggressive like the madman he fought. So Wilder says he believes that somebody tampered with his drink and his glove. People said they didn't believe it. But if Fury does not come out like he Rambo, like he did in the second fight, then he is capped. Because like Ricky Williams is saying, like I've said, why would you derive from a game plan that suited you so well? If you did someone to up it, like, for example, let's say I kicked a field goal that was 51 yards, right? Isaiah, I see you. Ego and Ricky, salute, fam. I see you. Let's go. Let's say I kicked a field goal with 51 yards and it easily made it. And I kicked it with my right leg because that's my power leg. Why would I switch up and then try to kick it with my left leg? Or why would I change anything? Why would I change my shoes? Why would I change anything? The amount of steps I take? Why wouldn't I just do exactly what gave me the success? Like if you shoot a 3 and it goes in perfectly, then you're going to keep, that's the amount of touch you need to put on the ball. You see what I'm saying? You pull up to a certain spot, release, and if you can get it off, then it's over. So nobody's going to quit a working game plan. So if Tyson Fury doesn't, he's talking crazy to Wilder. So if you don't come out and back all this stuff up, and Malik Scott said if he does come up aggressive, they got something for him. So I can't wait for this fight. October 9th. It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, man. I'll be there. I'll be in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to Vegas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Can't help it. But yeah, man, it's like, so if he come forward, bro, he gonna get stopped. But what I think is gonna happen is he gonna come out fighting like he did in the first fight.
Yeah, because he capped and he cheated, especially in the second fight. For sure, I agree.
Right. So he's going to be in survival mode and see if he can beat Wilder on points. Right. But if Wilder shows us 40% of what we've been seeing in these training tapes, bro, it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night for Tyson Fury, bro.
It's gonna be a long night, or it might be a short night because he might get knocked out.
Right. Either way, I'm putting money on Deontay Wilder.
And here's the thing: I took some psychology classes and I loved it when I was in college. You got to look at the psyche. When you cheat, you're cheating for insecurity. You know what I'm saying? You're cheating because you don't feel you can attain this the natural way, or you want to expedite it. You don't want to have to go through the learning curve or whatever, right? The growth stages or whatever, right? You're cheating for those specific reasons. So here's the thing. Imagine you cheated in both Wilder fights, and imagine you've cheated in the past and you know the pressure's on and the spot is too hot. You cannot cheat in this fight. What is that going to do to your psyche? Imagine being on anabolic steroids and you go and you hit 4 plates on the bench easy. You're just like, ugh. And then you get tested at work or something. So you got to cycle off. And then now you can't hit them 4 plates anymore. What is that going to do to you mentally? You're like, man, I got to get back on these steroids because guess what? I'm confident. I'm not Superman anymore.
Shout out Caleb Plant. Shout out Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Caleb,
So
what's good?
I can't wait because I feel Fury knows he got dog doo-doo on his shoe and it's taking this long to try to finally wipe it off. And you're gonna have to face the fact that you have dog poop on your shoe. You know, you stepped in poo and you can't run from it anymore. He tried everything. My daughter, Usyk, Rona. I'm fighting Carlos Takam, Ajit Cabiel, Joshua. I'll never fight Wilder because he was being mean to me. He's tried everything. I'm retiring, going to MMA. I mean, he's tried everything. Now, 11 days a week away. It's just, I think it's going to be a momentous occasion.
Yeah, man. I can't wait to see it, man. Like it's time, man. Like I said, and plus the heavyweight, especially with the fight come last weekend, bro. It's time for the heavyweights to start taking charge and getting it going like it should, you know. So this would definitely move the needle. It'll definitely move the needle. We know there's no quadrilogy, there's no rematch clause after this, so this will be the defining fight of that. We got AJ, they're saying he's going to exercise his rematch clause. So I mean, it's getting to the point. Even though I honestly believe that they'll never let Wilder be undisputed, though.
Like they won't even make it. Yeah, they probably won't.
Yeah.
Because they don't want that.
I don't see them. They like the WBC, man. Like all this stuff, man. I just don't get how people don't believe that corruption it's rampant in boxing, bro. I mean, you look at the fighter like with the Hatton dude, man. Like, there's no way he's supposed to win that fight last weekend.
Yeah, he's not it.
No way, bro. We got the Oscar Valdez situation where it's not even a talking point no more. What happened to that? It's just going under the rug now. You see what I'm saying?
And then Canelo, every time Caleb Plant brings up testing, he says, and his fans are saying, you're making excuses. You're making excuses. How's it making excuses? Because you were suspended 6 months because you failed for something at the time that you weren't allowed to have in your system in that quantity. That's not an excuse. That's what happened.
Yeah, how is it an excuse when he said that they raised the levels just for you? That's what they did, bro.
And the other thing, like regarding the Wilder Fury thing, is this. I feel there's a lot of fake fandom where they don't really believe. Like me and you, I know we've talked about this particular fight. Our convictions pretty much stayed the same regarding this fight. Nothing's changed. If anything, I feel stronger and more confident picking the guy I was already picking, which is Wilder. But the same can't be said for old media. You see them dropping off like flies and abandoning the SS Tyson Fury, ship, because they know all the games and stuff. Wilder's not playing any games. Like, he's not falling for the media trash talk. He had the headphones at the press conference. I don't think he's here to play. He's not really engaging that. He's keeping it short, sweet. He said, I just want to beat his butt. That's it. That's it. So you start to see, as we've gotten closer to the fight, now even people, there's a lot of fake stuff in this boxing game, and you guys must be cautious of it. There's people who 8 months ago, when Wilder was left for dead, they were saying that Wilder will never beat Fury. He don't have it. But now they've been seeing them training clips, and they see how focused and dialed in the synergy with Malik Scott and Tay and Chris and, Bomb Squad and Telly. Now they're seeing it. Now they're all of a sudden, oh, man, Wilder. Oh, I'm picking Wilder. Nah, no new friends. We know who was here, and we know who was not keeping it real. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, all y'all people that's cheering and thinking Tyson Fury is the one, bro, have that same energy next weekend, bro. Have that same energy next weekend. Don't flop on your fighter, bro, but also be ready to take the criticism that come with that, bro. And I just wanted to put this out here so for prosperity, bro. I got Caleb stopping Canelo in 11 rounds.
Oh, please listen. Now you're done it. Now you done it. The Chupapi Muñeño Canelo Cinnabon fan, they coming for your head now. Look,
I got Caleb Plant stopping Canelo in 11 rounds.
You think he'll stop him?
Yeah, bro.
Good.
Bro, let's keep it 1K, bro. Let's keep it 1K, bro.
I gotta put the cookies. Hold on, he about to cook. Listen.
Let's keep it 1K.
Right? Smash the like button. Stop playing. He about to talk. This
boy Caleb is the white version of everything that give Canelo problems.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
He's the white version. I want y'all, like, people don't understand, and this was crazy, Ego. Everybody want to use this saying style make fights. They want to keep saying style make fights, except when it applies to their favorite fighter.
Facts.
Right? Name somebody, anybody, after Floyd Mayweather that had any type of style in comparison to Caleb Plant.
Lotta. I would say Lotta is the Edeslani Lotta is the closest.
Right. And who won? And if we talking about context of the fight, arguably, Laura won that fight, correct?
I picked Lotta. Yeah, I thought Lotta won that.
Right. The thing of this, bro, what people don't understand, Canelo's short. His feet are educated, but they're not fast. Right. He doesn't really cut off the ring, bro. Right. He's also war-torn, bro. He's had 59 fights. Caleb Plant's the naturally bigger guy. He has better hand speed. He has an active defense. He had educated feet. He's a slick boxer. Right? But y'all want to keep saying, oh, he struggled with Truex. He hurt his hands in that fight. This is the same talk y'all was talking when he fought Usyk and beat the brakes off of him.
I was at that fight. That's true. And he dropped him twice.
Right? The fight y'all, and I hate using this example, but the fight y'all need to watch is Plant versus, what's his name?
Porky Medina?
Huh?
Medina? Porky Medina?
No, not Medina. It's another little fighter that he was fighting that's like Canelo's size, bro.
Why we need to watch that one? Just keep going.
Because he's the same size of Canelo. He's actually a little bit taller with Canelo with longer arms, and he couldn't get through the front door no matter what he did on Caleb Plant, bro. Caleb Plant was too long. He kept the jab on him, and he was selecting shots. He stopped him in like the 9th round off a flurry of punches, bro.
Please try to find his name if you can, because I'm just trying to match it up with which I'll take over.
Weisenboot.
Oh, the Vicente, and he got a little cracks. Okay, that's the Tennessee fight he did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Now, I'm not saying he is skilled as Canelo, but he's the same size, almost the same size and the same length, bro. This is boxing, right? Styles make fights. Plant might lose the same way like Jacobs. Jacobs ain't a slick fighter, Alex Flores. To be honest with you, Danny Jacobs is really basic. He's straight up and down.
See, that's not even he don't know what he talking about. I don't even know who that is, but he don't know what he's talking about because Jacobs, that's my guy. He was off to a very slow start. Canelo's best rounds were when Jacob really was. People were like, "What is your game plan?" And then as the fight progressed, Jacob started opening up more, and he started winning those rounds and landing big shots on Canelo. And guess what? He has an American style, even if he didn't use a lot of movement. But he's also the guy that went 12 rounds with Canelo based on size and style and jab and American style and stuff like that. How come he didn't get his eyes shattered like Billy Joe Saunders? See, y'all let Canelo fool you in cap. He a good little fighter. Canelo, listen, he a good little fighter. But y'all get gassed up far too much. Jacobs, the last American style, went 12 rounds with him, no problem. Jacobs has been stopped before by Dimitri Perot, and he's been dropped before by Triple G. Canelo didn't do none of this. He didn't drop Jacobs. He never hurt him that I remember. And he didn't stop him for sure because they went 12 rounds. But y'all give him credit because he's stopping Average Eardrum or whatever that dude's name is in a fight that never should have taken place. You see what I'm saying? So I feel a lot of people are emotional with this fight, and they're not actually, per usual, breaking down the fight. Another add-on from yours truly, Ego. He a good little fighter, Kenya. He a good Canelo, little redhead. He can fight. He a good little fighter. But another thing that people are sleeping on, y'all keep calling Caleb Plant pillow hands. He got more power than y'all giving him credit for. But I'm glad y'all sleeping on him. I'm glad Caleb has respectable power. Y'all keep calling him pillow hands, right? But all right, we'll see. Because
y'all gonna see ain't nothing sweet. I'm trying to, bro. Look, and also this the part I think that people really sleep on. Caleb Plant has been preparing for Canelo since the pandemic started. This is the fight that Caleb wanted. This was the fight he was waiting for, bro. Right? And y'all see how Caleb didn't allow Canelo to trick him into fighting the fight on short notice. When they kept saying, "Oh, Caleb ducking him," when he was only trying to give him a month and a half of camp.
Ego, fun fact. This will be the first person in a minute that. Hey, Ricky, can you hear me? Say something. Okay. This will be the first person that Canelo's fought in a minute with no like type of major quick turnaround or weight stipulations.
Why y'all think he waited till? If Caleb was so easy, why he didn't fight him first?
Because they know that's cap. See, and this is how I know the Canelo man fans are scared because they know this is a formidable guy. Because where was all this hooting and hollering when he fighting way lesser people? When Canelo fought way lesser people, somebody's saying there's an echo. Can y'all hear me?
I don't know what's going on with this stuff.
Hey, go on mute. Go on mute real quick.
I got you.
Can you guys hear an echo now? Listen, is there an echo right now? We're trying to test the system. Is there an echo now? If there's an echo now, press the number 1. If there's no echo, press 2. If there's an echo, press 1. If there is no echo, press 2. I don't care what you're writing. If there's an echo, press 1. If there's no echo, press 2. Very easy to see and establish. So it's on. Okay. So now that he's muted, it's on Ricky's end then. Got you. Block T-Ray. So I don't know, Ricky, is something on your end is causing it. So I'm going to just keep talking and I'm going to see if he can maybe figure that out. But y'all sleeping on Caleb Plant's power. Y'all keep saying Caleb Plant has no power and no pop. I mean, you got to respect Caleb. He has respectable power. Here's another thing. A lot of the Canelo man fans is leaning into the Caleb has no power angle. Mayweather is a guy who moved up 5 weight classes, and he's not even a big dude. I think he was like 148, 146 or something when he fought Canelo. And he was checking Canelo each and every time. Each and every time he was checking him. He was checking him. So do you think Caleb has more respectable power at what are they fighting at, 168 than Mayweather at 154? Come on, bro. Canelo was getting touched up by a guy who's not even a 54-pounder for real, in Floyd Mayweather. Caleb dropped a boogeyman at the time, Usyk. I was at that fight. He dropped him twice. That's what I'm saying. It's a bunch of emotional people that don't really know or care about boxing. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. But I just think people are sleeping on, like, they're not even they're attempting to break down the fight. The people just saying whatever they want to be the case. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Mayweather got Canelo's. He got his full respect, and he ain't the biggest puncher out there. Yo, y'all got to get the likes up. We definitely got to do that.
How I sound now?
It's a little bit loud, but you sound. I can hear you. Everything's cool.
Okay, that's better.
You have to keep talking.
Oh, is that better right there?
Yeah. That sounds way better. Hey, do you guys listen? Can you guys hear the echo?
Am I still echoing, guys?
If there's no echo, put 0. If there's no echo, put 0.
Is there an echo?
There's no echo. See, listen, you guys have to listen so we can all have one unit. Okay, now whatever you did, fixed it.
Okay, great. Okay, we're gonna ride with this then.
What did you do so I know in case this happens again?
Oh, I had to go into my sound settings and put my Google onto the Rodecaster.
Oh, so it's doubling up for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we back. So anyway, a lot of people sleeping and saying, "Oh, Canelo, he's not going to respect Caleb Plant's power." Why do you respect Mayweather's power? Mayweather was smaller. Mayweather's 36. Mayweather has brittle hands, and Mayweather's not a true 54-pounder, and he definitely wasn't. And you can't listen. Like Ricky Williams said, how can we just say that Canelo is so much better when he's not fighting similar styles to what gave him the most problems? So do we really know if Canelo is significantly better if he's not fighting the same styles that gave him problems? That's a real question. How can you quantify that? Like, if your kryptonite is like fast boxers and fleet-footed boxers and stuff, and you stay away from them, which he has since the Lotta fight, right? And you stay away from that, guys coming off amazing wins and stuff like that. If you stay away from these things, then how do we know how much you really improve? It doesn't mean you're Superman again. You know what I'm saying? It just means you're staying away from kryptonite. You don't really know how much Canelo has improved. I mean, he's from the eye test. He looks like he's okay. Ricky, you back? You here?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Okay. Did he dog walk Cotto? Like he just punished Cotto?
No.
Exactly. Cotto is tiny, and Canelo outweighed him 23 pounds or something crazy, and he didn't even just go in there and punish Cotto. Like I'm talking about like Margarito won. He didn't punish Cotto. That was a competitive fight. I gave it to Canelo, but it was competitive. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. was a walking punching bag and had no defense, and just off sheer toughness, he walked through all Canelo's shots and lasted 12 rounds. Caleb is not going to just stand there and let you haul off. And you've seen it at the press conference. He slapped Canelo. He's not going to just sit there and let you do whatever. Bro, Chavez Jr. had no defense and lasted 12. So to think it's inconceivable that Caleb can mix him and create a lot of problems is like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, man. And it's just like I said, man, it's just crazy to me how styles make fights until they come up against your favorite fighter, bro. It applies to everybody.
Read the question that I put on the screen. I'm gonna have Ricky read it. It's on the screen now. You should be able to just look up and see it on the screen.
I don't see it.
You can't see it. Y'all see the question on the screen?
I don't see no question.
Hold on. Now we learning some stuff. Can y'all see? Oh, it did. Hold on.
I don't see nothing.
I don't think. Hold on. Let me see how this works. The whole time I'm thinking that y'all can see that. So y'all can't see none of the comments.
Nope. All I can see is the banner. Subscribe to the channel Boxing Ego on YouTube.
Okay, so
like, comment, and subscribe. That's what I see at the bottom.
That's insane.
Subscribe. New boxing, please. Videos daily.
Bro, this is insane. It won't let me put it on the screen, I guess. You can continue with your point. I have to figure it out.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a lot of different things I see, man. Like Canelo, he nice, man, but like you said, he a good little fighter. You know what I'm saying? But he been waking up in them silk sheets and them silk pajamas for a long time, man. He ain't hungry. His stomach full, bro.
Say that again.
He been waking up in them silk sheets and them silk pajamas for a while now.
See, and I'm glad Ricky said that. Hold on, I'm glad he said it, because if you listen to what the man. Don't be emotional because you a Canelo groupie and man fan. Listen to what the man just said. So if you think about it, you look at the last couple, because I study boxing, and of course, and I study what's going on in the game. If you look at Canelo's last few fights, he posts a ton of pictures of him golfing when he's supposed to be in training camp. Now, I know he works out and he's, making weight and stuff like that. But if you were fighting David Benavidez, are you going to be on the golf course quite as many times? Do you see what I'm saying? If you're fighting Jamal Charlo, is that going to be your priority? But the people, the Eastern European guys that he was fighting and stuff like that, maybe with those guys, you might have been able to do those things. So I think that's very imperative. What he just said is like, would you, I don't know, how hard is he really training, or is he just training enough because he knows he's in there with styles that he fares well with? You see what I'm saying? Caleb could push a nasty pace on Canelo. Here's the other thing that people don't talk about. See, now y'all got us going off. This boy Canelo has stamina issues, and then he must have went on Amazon Prime and purchased him some stamina from Jeff Bezos, because now all of a sudden he got after they raised the clenbuterol limit, this man got infinite stamina. Have you ever seen stamina issues in Canelo's fight where you're like, oh, he's getting tired?
Oh, hell yeah, no doubt. It usually be after he get past 7. After he get past 7, he'll start gassing.
Can you think of any fight where this occurred?
GGG. GGG 1 especially.
Okay. So in the GGG fight, it occurred, and then since that point, he moved up in weight, and then now his stamina is perfect. How do you move up in weight and your stamina gets better?
Right, you pack on more muscle, and now you can breathe better, bro. Now you get more blood. Like now you don't get tired.
And you weren't. Listen, here's another thing. Canelo wasn't necessarily stopping dudes at 54. That's a fact. He wasn't that Lada. It was like hit or miss. Like Angulo, he was stopped, but he was standing up. He wasn't like flat, like Kovalev. This man went to 175 and flatlined Kovalev, and it looked FAF.
Man,
but you fought Angulo, who has zero defense at 54, and you were coming off the Mayweather experience, and you didn't flatline him.
Mm-hmm.
And you fight Chavez at 164.5, and he's a walking target. Didn't do nothing, was probably weight drain. You don't flatline him. But since you moved up to 68 and beyond, to infinity and beyond,
you knocking people biceps off their arms and shit.
Yeah, he giving them Hellboy arms and bloodying them up. I don't know, bro.
I'm saying you, man. Like,
wildin'.
Looking shaky, baby. Looking shaky, baby.
Y'all wildin'. His stamina went up. His power went up. Like, where he get he went to Amazon. He went to Craigslist.
Man, and it's like the video you put out earlier, bro. Okay, if you dirty, what it matter? If you not dirty, bro, what it matter if they test you 10 weeks or 12 weeks? They should be able to test you 30 weeks.
And that's big, because shouldn't we set the standard for clean boxing? Like, if you the A side and all that?
No, it's Canelo, bro. Get that Canelo. Canelo, clenbuterol, bro. Like, man, like Canelo, he ain't all that, bro. He a good little fighter, bro. He a good little fighter. I'm telling y'all, Caleb won't stop in 11. Within 11 rounds. I'm calling it right now.
Smash the like button. I don't know about stoppage. Possible. Stoppage is definitely possible, but I definitely think it's a tough fight, and Caleb can mix them and get that.
Caleb's style is built to beat him, bro.
Caleb does that.
I compare it to, like, you know how Chad Dawson was being built to beat Bernard Hopkins, right?
Yeah.
By the time he went pro, there was room in him to face Bernard Hopkins. I think that's what Caleb is to Canelo.
Yeah, I see where you're going. The other thing that's interesting is some people, it's hard to quantify, but I feel like some people, they show up and they're with the A-lister or whatever, and they get starstruck. It's like they forget how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they get starstruck and they're like, oh, it's a Canelo. And you're like, just imagine going to a Michael Jackson concert. You know what I mean? And then remember Michael opened up the show and he just freeze and the crowd's just going crazy. He's not even doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? That boy Mike just stand there for 20 minutes straight, and then he turned his head. Everyone, oh, and he didn't really do nothing. That's what I think some of these boxers do. Like Canelo, he's on pound for pound list. He's a respected guy, 50 fights, and whoop. And then, they get in there and they almost act timid. Yeah. But Caleb seems like a different animal. He don't seem like he's afraid at all. I don't see fear.
Yeah, man. And he also a student of the Mayweather gym. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the stars is lining up. That's all I got to say. I can't wait to see that fight. We got a bunch of good fights coming up as long as, people do what they're supposed to do and get them done, man. It looks like the second half of the year is looking pretty good for boxing.
Block Slick Tom. Yeah, we got Block Slick Tom. Eagles Army, let's get it. See, notice when people are angry with what's being said, they don't ever contradict or have a rebuttal, like an intelligent boxing conversation about, hey, I disagree because X, Y, and Z. It's always like, oh, you guys suck, you're stupid, you're a fanboy, like whatever. Block Slick Tom, you ain't that slick. Thank you.
They don't ever have a counterpunch. They're like Drake.
Facts. Either way, it's a complicated fight for Canelo, and I hope you don't go in there expecting that it's just going to dog walk Caleb Plant. Especially, see, and listen, I think a lot of the fighters, they try to listen to boxing Twitter and old media and stuff, and they get confidence from that. Canelo is talking like old media.
Yep.
Like Caleb Plant said, hey, you failed a drug test, you were suspended for 6 months. No, he's talking about, oh, you're making excuses. He's saying like the old media slang and stuff, but you can't get, it's a fight. You're in a square circle. You can't get hyped off of what your fans is saying and doing. Canelo fans, they not giving Caleb no chance. So I hope the Reynoso, for his sake, and then Canelo, that they're just not believing what the fans are saying. You know what I mean? Because the fans are just like, Caleb sucks, pillow hands. So if you going, because that's what he said at the press conference. Canelo said, it's going to be easy. You're not on my level. Bro, what is your level, though? Was Lada on your level? Because I thought he beat you. Was Triple G on your level? Because I thought he beat you in the first fight.
Was Floyd your level?
Man, Floyd was levels above.
Man, Floyd put him on a spaceship, bro. Just like I said, man, it's. I mean, and personally, me, I just think it's time for the real is back in all things, man. I just think it's time, bro. It's just the way the year's been going, bro. I just think it's time. I think Caleb's the one to do it. He's not no easy walk in the park for nobody. Canelo ain't been fighting nobody, bro. It's no different than when you take a vacation off of work and you get back to work and forget your passcode. You know what I'm saying? You be like, what? But I did this every day. You know what I'm saying? Canelo ain't been in there with nobody worthy, man. That's just being honest, bro.
I think Canelo's a diva and he's on his high horse. And that's another thing. It's like he's been making money. DAZN overpaying for fights that weren't really lucrative. So he's been on his high horse where he's like almost like a part-time boxer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he can be in training camp, but he's knowing he's getting a crazy bag from DAZN at the point. So he's also golfing and letting it be known on his social media. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when you got the true underdog spirit like Caleb Plant or like Ugas, he was like, man, I'm fighting Pacquiao. So he's still super. Pacquiao halfway in, halfway politician, you know what I mean? Switching fighters. Ugas is just like, man, I'm trying to beat Pacquiao. Usyk like, man, I'm trying to beat Joshua. So we've seen a lot of these types of fights. And here's another thing that I think a lot of people are sleeping on. But I need you guys to first get the likes up. I don't know what's going on in the comment section, but y'all need to get the likes up. People keep referring to Caleb Plant. Like, boxing has this, like, sickening, like, fixation on taking a overall good fighter in picking their worst moment and judging their whole career based on a rough night where they even won or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, for example, people saying, "Oh, if he looked like he looked versus Caleb Truax, then how's he going to beat Canelo?" But using that logic, if Usyk looked like he looked versus Chaz Tablespoon or Derek Chisora, then Joshua probably would have beat him. But you see that fighters, when some fighters who have this ability, when the ante is upped and you're fighting for all the marbles, or you're fighting the respected guy, like Usyk knew he was fighting Joshua. I'm gonna run them extra miles. I'm gonna pull out all the stops. I'm gonna get up at 6 a.m. or 4 a.m. even though I'm tired. I'm fighting a 6'6" Joshua who has power to knock me out. So he put it all together and delivered on that given night against Joshua. The Usyk that showed up versus Chisora, he was losing rounds, and Chisora wasn't a champion. So why is it different for Caleb Plant? Caleb Plant, first of all, he didn't look horrible in the Truex fight like people are saying.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna just judge him off of that, what about the Uzcategui fight? You got to judge Caleb on what he's done. Porky Medina, Uzcategui, etc. You can't just judge him off the Truax fight. Vincent Fainsbury, he looked good. You know what I'm saying? But people just take your worst moment, and that's their whole talking point. But again, given that analogy, then Usyk should have lost to Joshua. If Ugas lost to some people you ain't never even heard of. But guess what? He just beat Pacquiao. So how did he do that? How did Ugas beat Pacquiao if you're gonna just judge him by he lost to Sean Porter? If you're gonna just let me pull up Ugas because I forgot the dude's name. Is so irrelevant. Okay, Ugas lost to Sean Porter, which I said. He lost to Amir Ahmed. Oh, he lost to Amir Imam. That's who it was. And Emmanuel Robles. Emmanuel Robles in 2014, he lost a split decision, and this guy is 9-0-1. So the guy had 10 fights, 9 wins, and a draw, and he beat Ugas. Fast forward to the future, Ugas just beat Pacquiao, an 8-division champion. So you can't just look at people's losses or worse performances and judge the fighter almost entirely on that. Now, there are fighters who are like, they're a shell of their former self, and that's what it is. But Caleb Plant, I mean, I've never seen him get cooked. Have you?
No.
Is there a Caleb Plant fight where you thought, oh, he really lost that one?
Nope.
I can't think of one.
Nope.
That's what I'm saying.
All his wins were clear wins. And the crazy part to me too is, bro, that how y'all gonna sit up there and say Canelo's this great fighter off his last 4 years of fights, bro? Right?
And here's another thing. David Benavidez is a beast. You guys know I like him too. I think Caleb Plant and Benavidez is a toss-up fight, but Caleb might be able to beat him. Like if they were to fight right now, David Benavidez might be able to beat him. But the people that Canelo recently fought, I give them no chance to beat David Benavidez.
None at all.
Do you think Saunders could beat David Benavidez?
No.
Do you think Caleb Plant has a chance to beat David Benavidez?
Yes.
Exactly.
It's a 50-50 fight.
Can average Pilgrim or whatever?
Hell no.
That's what I'm saying. So y'all use triangle theories when it's relevant to you. David Benavidez would cook Yildirim worse than Canelo. Yildirim, he quit on the stool. He would quit in the center of the ring getting pummeled. David Benavidez, he'd be hitting them Street Fighter combos. It'd be over for your boy Eardrum, Pilgrim, or whatever. So it's like people don't really know and appreciate boxing.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's like Canelo ain't been on the job for real, bro. Like average Pilgrim, Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know why people was rating him that high, bro. His only notable win was Lemieux, who he should have beat anyway, because he got, quicksand feet, right? It's like, what is y'all talking about, bro? He's been a British assassin for the last 4 years, and y'all think this is the best? Y'all think those guys are the best that boxing has to offer for Canelo, bro? If we keeping it a stack 1K, bro, and this again what I put on my channel, bro. Look, why did Canelo leave Showtime?
Because he didn't want the tough work.
Thank you, bro. Look, guys, everybody want to say the zone gave him a bag. They gave him how much? 300 and something million, right?
they said, and I don't think they lived up to it. But
Right. But let's give Canelo the benefit of the doubt. The money was there. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. Canelo, you cheaper than Floyd. So the money was there. You already had a working relationship with Showtime.
man, bottom line, PBC, if he was on PBC, he gonna have to fight somebody. He can make great money, but they not gonna just dish out great money and you fighting Boy George or whatever he was fighting on DAZN. No, listen, DAZN is the only company that I know, maybe Triller, I don't know what they're doing, but those are the only people, especially DAZN, that will pay for the Eastern European tour and not just host a fight, but pay him that much for those fights. Ain't nobody. Billy Joe Saunders, that wasn't a big fight. People are more excited for Terrence Crawford Porter. They're more excited for Wilder Fury. They were more excited for Errol Spence Pacquiao, yada, 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 than Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders, Canelo's already forgotten about, pretty much. So, yeah, you guys let a lot of people gas y'all, but we here to tell you.
He was gonna have to get super duper X work at 154 and 160. So if he was trying to pull that move up stuff, bro, they had a cornucopia of competition for Canelo to face.
Exactly. That's why Canelo didn't want to do a multi-fight deal in the first negotiations, because they wanted him 2 or 3 fights, and they would have been real fight. Maybe one of them's a tune-up, but the other one would have been Caleb Plant. You beat him, like if you beat him, then maybe a tune-up, but you're going to have to fight Jamal Charlo or you're going to have to fight David Benavidez. And the whole world knows that, like, that was the direction. But Canelo, he wants options because he wants to be able to throw in some drums. He don't want no one to tell him what to do. But them checks are going to dry up. DAZN looks like they out of the U.S. anyway.
Yeah, they're coming, bro. But you called it at the beginning. Hey, I'm going to let you go, man. I got to work in the morning, God. And now I know your show is quality and this echo keep coming back. So thanks so much for having me, bro.
Yeah, we'll tap in later.
All right, bro. Have a great night. Peace, y'all.
Peace. That was the great Ricky Williams. Make sure you guys follow him. Yeah, I don't know what the echo was. We have to figure that out. But yeah, man, a lot of people they're not breaking down the fights, right? Prince Savage, what's up? Yeah, a lot of people they just pick with their emotion, whatever emotionally, wherever emotion takes them, that's where they go. That's where they're stuck at. Canelo, trust me, Canelo's in a real fight. Canelo's in a real fight. It's that simple. He's in there with a guy confident, a guy unbeaten, a guy a bit bigger than him, a guy with the jab. I've seen Caleb Plant throw 3-4 jabs in succession. There's a fight where there's highlights of Caleb where he's and he's like, I don't even know who it was. It might have been Usyk, Porky Medina. I forgot what fight it was, but I seen it. He was like, and he kept sticking the jab in his face. He's in a real fight, bro. He in a real fight. Can y'all hear me? Word.
Thank you, bro.
Y'all saying the echo. He's not even on the show no more. What y'all talking about? It was Medina. Okay, shout out to Alan Young. See, people that actually know boxing. He said he threw 9 jabs circling Medina. That's what I'm saying. He was like going crazy. He was like, and throwing. Bro, listen. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. I'm the king of all boxing, so y'all don't know. I've been doing it. Y'all ain't been doing the education like Kanye said. Listen, Kovalev, his fight with Kovalev looked FAF. Right? I've already told you that. I don't know what they did, but that Kovalev fight looked cap. Right? The Kovalev fight looked cap. That's just what you got to deal with. The Kovalev fight looked cap. And guess what? Kovalev fight looked cap. And Kovalev was still beating Canelo. Who thought Canelo was, listen, y'all don't know boxing. Y'all not better than me. Y'all can't stop what we doing. Okay. Listen. Who thought that Canelo was schooling Kovalev. Like, I'm talking about like blowing him out the water. Pause. Let's play the game. Y'all scared to play the game. Y'all don't want to play Russian roulette with the God. Let's play the game. All my links are on the screen right now. Smash the like button. Who believes that Canelo was destroying Kovalev prior to the round he destroyed Kovalev? Like, I'm talking about, let's say it was 11 round, so the first 10 rounds. Up until the moment the knockout happened, who believed that Canelo had just been carrying, torching Kovalev, torturing him? Shout out to, oh my gosh, my boy Carlos. He said, I thought Kovalev was winning until the fake KO. Shout out to my boy Carlos. That's what I'm saying. My boy Carlos came with it. Exactly. That's exactly how I had it. Kovalev didn't even look like he wanted to be there. He was fighting kind of weird. And yet and still, I had him winning. And guess how he was winning? Guess how he was winning, y'all? With a semi-lazy jab. He was just jabbing. That's all he was doing. Can y'all hear me? Word.
Thank you, bro.
Man, what the heck? How did they... Hold on. That was weird. How did they... Hold on. I don't know what that was. They like the ghost of Ricky Williams came back. That was weird. Healer, the mind body coach. That was a sparring match. Kovalev wasn't fully punching. That's what I'm saying. He looked like, bro, he looked like he wasn't even trying for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And Kovalev still was winning just based on size, strength, and a jab. Kovalev said it was fake on Blue Blood's IG. I remember that. That's what I'm saying. Now y'all doing it. Y'all doing so much right now. Bro, the man Kovalev was winning, and he didn't even look like he was trying. And in the ending looked fake as all ever. It looked FAF. My boy Teddy said Kovalev was up at least 3 rounds at the time of the stoppage. Let's go. That's what I'm saying. These Canelo Cinnabons, they'll never understand boxing like us because they don't want to keep it real. Bro, the Kovalev fight looked cap. I don't know what they did, but it looked cap. FAF. Even though Kovalev didn't look like the normal Kovalev, and he was like barely throwing with any conviction, he was still winning. And it was based on his size, strength, and a lazy, frequent jab. That's all. And Canelo had no answer for it. Bro, if I was Caleb Plant, I would throw 1,000 jabs per round as the bigger man. I would jab until Canelo's so annoyed or until I jab a cut in Canelo's scalp. That's all. I'm telling you. Canelo has slow feet in cement. I would jab his brain out. I would jab until, and it's going to be hard because he got the red hair. So if he start bleeding in the scalp, you're not going to know if it's his hair or if it's blood. So I'll just keep jabbing until I see red. Bro, that's it. I wouldn't throw no other punch. I'd be like, yeah. Like, hey, payday. I'll hit him with the payday jab. That's what offsets Canelo for sure. Oh my, Emmett Gray out here cooked. Oh my gosh. Emmett Gray, he just cooked y'all. That's why Canelo won't fight Charlo, because Charlo's jab is crazy. And he's way bigger, and he's super strong, and he's aggressive, and he's athletic, and he has a defense, and his jab is a piston jab. We all know them Texas boys, Errol, Jermal, they got the jab. That's why. That's why he won't stay. And then Canelo fans fall for the okie doke all the time. That's why they fall for, Billy Joe Saunders. He, bro, let me try to put it this way. Okay, listen, I'm the best in the business. If y'all want the perfect analogy, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? I just thought of it. It just came to me. Listen, I speak with the boxing gods, and it just came to me. Y'all want me to break down? I'll give you an analogy, man. Shout out to Syrup for the analogy. They want the analogy. Okay. You got Tupac Shakur. And then you got Lil Zane. Billy Joe Saunders is he's Lil Zane. And Canelo, who he's fighting now, Caleb Plant, he's more of the Tupac. And I'm not trying to be like Victor Conte. He was saying Nipsey Hussle or whatever. But what I'm saying is Tupac was Tupac. Lil Zane was a knockoff. So when we're talking about an American style, Caleb Plant has a true American style. Billy Joe Saunders has a Walmart great value, European, English, British version with British sparring partners, version of an American style. So that's why I came up with Pac and Lil Zane. There's a difference. You put an actual American with an American style, and you put Billy Joe Saunders. Bro, if I look at the slickest American fighters ever, Billy Joe Saunders would never be like, okay. Let me put it like this. He said, I forgot about Lil Zane. That's Billy Joe Saunders. A little life was celebrity, a made figure way bigger than the mother cat you love to see. Money stretched like a rubber band. So what you grant? Cats got beef with me, so put your hands up. Bro, that's Billy Joe Saunders. Lil Zane. Tonight, you're turn off my phone. Bro, he Lil Zane. We can do it anywhere. Shower, both of their bodies is dripping wet. I live a life of celebrity. I made figure way bigger than the mother cat you love to see. You are not Pac. You are not Tupac. You one Pac. You small Pac. You small pox. Get him out of here, bro. That's Billy Joe Saunders. He has like a poor man's American style. It's cool for over there. But listen, if we talk about this, y'all don't know boxing for real, so I don't even know how I'm saying this. But listen, if we're talking about the slickest American fighters ever, and then you try to contend any of those slick fighters with Billy Joe Saunders, he would never make the list. Like, okay, slick American fighters. Pernell Whitaker, he's like GOAT. He's goated. Sweet Pea Whitaker. Pernell Sweet Pea Whitaker, he goated. Floyd Mayweather goated, Those are two people that's like, okay, they got that, right? We're just talking about the American style that's slick where you just like, right? James Toney, you have to put Lights Out Tony. Facts. Lights Out Tony would be up there, right? Sugar Ray Leonard, okay. These are classic American styles, right? Like James Toney, you got to learn some stuff from the Midwest and stuff. I wouldn't say Roy was like slick. Like he had slick, like the moves were slick that he was doing, but it's different than what I'm talking about. But anyway, so new generation slickness, like, because, those are the greats, like long live the greats. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali, you would put him in that list, right? Muhammad Ali definitely go on the list. So that's a solid list. Floyd, no particular order. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, James Toney, and I think I missed somebody. Pernell. That's a top 5 dead or alive, and that's just off one LP. Listen, that's a hell of an American list. Ray Robinson too. Okay, that's a top 6. Okay, we good. So y'all get the point. That's a hell of a list. Hellified list. Michael Nunn, okay. So y'all adding good ones to the list. Y'all adding very good ones to the list. Y'all adding some real Block Walter Wright. Y'all adding some good ones to the list. So let's look at some American new generation slick fighters, right? Guys that are American. Shakur Stevenson, he's new age slickness. You know what I'm saying? He got that. He got like a defense. He got an offense. Shakur Stevenson on that list. Devin Haney on that list. Caleb Plant would be on that list. You see what I'm saying? These are like top, like pure boxers that can pretty much do it all and stuff. Tevin Farmer, Gary Russell has great fundamental. Okay, so y'all get it. Shakur, Gary, Caleb, Devin. I might even put Chris Colbert on there. I like Chris Colbert. Yeah, I don't really know about the Ray Robinson. I just threw it on because they wanted, you know what I mean? So that's a great solid list. I already said Devin Haney. So that's a solid list. His name is Jerron Ennis, not Jason Ennis. So I think I have a pretty solid list. I would never, ever, the new age 5 versus the old school 5, Billy Joe Saunders would be nowhere on that list. Terrence Crawford, nah, I don't think Crawford is what you call, he's like athletic boxer, puncher, kill you. Like I wouldn't say slick because he get hit. Mean machine. Crawford's just Crawford. He'll just try to destroy you. No, y'all listen. Y'all just adding whoever. No, Crawford. I don't see this. Cool boy Fulton. Okay, he got some ism. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, I'm talking about like pure boxers, but also have an offense and stuff. Anyway, Billy Joe Saunders would be nowhere on that list at all, ever. Him in the role of a slick boxer, he would never be above any of those people I just mentioned. None of them. Billy Joe Saunders was fighting Marcelo Esteban Corceres, and he looked horrible. And he was losing the fight, and then he stopped him late. And this was some unknown guy from Argentina or something. Levels. So I think Caleb Plant is a difficult fight for him. That's a real difficult fight for him. It's that simple. So he looked bad in the Shifat Uzufi fight, and he got rocked in that fight too. This is who Canelo's beating on DAZN. It's just the reality. Well, okay, put it this way. This also shows you where Caleb Plant and other people, even if Caleb lost to Canelo, his career is probably not over. Billy Joe Saunders, he said he's retired unless he's fighting Chris Eubank. So it's different level of dedication and career points. Who believes that Caleb would retire, win, lose, or draw versus Canelo? Versus Billy Joe Saunders, that's where he's at. He's trying to get a bag. You know what I'm saying? Look at Avni Yildirim. They brought him back on DAZN on that fight camp garbage, and he looked horrible. Salvador Sanchez is not American, though. He's from Mexico. So once again, you guys create your own narratives. I'm talking about like what I've said. I was talking about American styles and American fighters. I never said only American fighters are slick. Salvador Sanchez doesn't meet the criteria of what I was making the point of. So I can't wait for this fight. Bro, I'm telling y'all, yeah, listen, my final question is this: smash the like button. How do you quantify, how do you say that Canelo is improved vastly if he won't fight the styles that would, like, if Canelo, since losing to Mayweather and in my opinion losing to Lada, if he fought Demetrius Andrade and whooped him, then I would say he improved. But we know he stayed away from Demetrius Andrade in multiple divisions. So based on what can you say that Canelo has significantly improved? When the style that gave him the most complexities, he doesn't fight that person. Like I said, if he fought Andrade and whooped him, then I would say, okay, maybe he improved. But based on what? Since Lada, who's he fought that even had that style? Because I remember Canelo's team, bro. See, now I'm gonna have to body y'all. Y'all listen, old media cannot beat me, bro. I'm too advanced. I'm the man. Listen, I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm on another level. I'm on a completely different level. How do you quantify somebody's improved if they don't fight? Listen, I'm about to body y'all. Y'all not on my level. Y'all not on my level. Y'all got to study more. How do you know? Since Lada and Mayweather back, that was within 3 fights of each other. He don't really fight that style. I'm about to body y'all. What's that say? I'm the greatest ever. There's nobody that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defensive prey. I'm just ferocious. I want his heart. I want to eat his kids. Praise be Allah. What does that tell you? Bro, I'm the greatest ever that's ever lived in the boxing game. Y'all can't defeat me. What does that say? Somebody type it in the chat. What does that say? I'm the best ever. There's nobody that can match me. My style. I'm just my defensive, pregnant, I'm just ferocious. I want his heart. Would somebody type on the screen what that say? Huh? Listen, what that say, yo? Huh? Shout out to Alan Young. Oh my gosh. So this article is from September 19th, 2016, before he tested positive. So in 2016, probably around the year where Golovkin had fought Willie Monroe, and he, to his credit, Willie Monroe kind of gave Golovkin some looks. You know what I mean? He wasn't a power guy, but he was a guy really known for slickness, right? What did Canelo's team say? They said, "Ha ha ha." Canelo's trainer laughs. We will never fight him. That was a fight that was in talks because that's the type of people he was fighting around that time. People associated that could work with Golden Boy. And then they said they won't fight Willie Monroe because we don't like his style. Anytime somebody says we don't like their style or they're a runner, he said at the press conference, run, 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 run. That means they want you to just sit there and get pulverized. We all know this. And they usually do it for black fighters or Afro-Cuban. Run, 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 runner, marathon. Yeah, I get it. Right? So what are we talking about? This is Canelo. This is his pedigree. This is his history. You can get mad at me, get mad at Canelo's team and his history. This is what they put out. And when Billy Joe Saunders, listen, I'm about to destroy y'all. I have so much in the can. I will cook all of you. There's nobody on this earth that can outthink me when it comes to this boxing stuff. Nobody. I'm just getting warmed up. This is easy to me. That's why I can multitask. I can do it all. You know what I mean? I could do it all. If y'all want some more cookage, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? If y'all want me to cook further and show you how great I am, can I get a hell yeah in the comment section? Listen, y'all got to get the likes up. My time is not free. If you want to continue this and you want me to show you how great I am, can I get a hell yeah? Or get the likes up. Let's go. Listen, I'm a machine. There's nobody that can stop what we doing. I got a question for y'all. Y'all going to interact with this one. What was Billy Joe Saunders' best performance in his whole career? Let me know. Somebody type what you feel is Billy Joe Saunders' best career win in his entire career. Win, a victory, a fight that he had that you felt was the best ever performance and he looked the best. He won, things like that. What fight was it where he just, dominated or whatever? Okay, off rip, Lemieux and Eubanks, Lemieux, Eubanks, David, Eubanks, Lemieux. I'd have to agree with the people that said Lemieux. The Billy Joe Saunders, Chris Eubanks, he won, but it was like a split decision, and it was kind of competitive. The performance that he showed separation, where he just looked crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, he looked good, pause, was the David Lemieux performance. So at that time, what did Canelo's then promoter have to say about Billy Joe Saunders coming off of the most creative, best win of his career? I'm going to expose Canelo's team because I can, and because I'm the best that's ever done it. So buckle up. This is what we talking about. I'm the greatest. So after Billy Joe Saunders beat David Lemieux impressively, this is what Canelo's team was talking about. Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm the best that's ever done it. It's just what it is. What does that say, people? It says Golden Boy executive who was managing Canelo's career at the time. Golden Boy executive not impressed with Saunders. So even though you lied to me, y'all lied. Y'all said that Billy Joe Saunders' best ever career win was Lemieux, but according to Canelo's promoter at the time, they said they weren't impressed by it. Wow. Imagine that. So the win that all boxing fans and HBO commentators gave Billy Joe Saunders a lot of credit for, somehow, some way, Canelo's team thought it wasn't impressive. Ain't that something? We already knew he was a good fighter, but what surprised us is how much Billy Joe Saunders runs. He does not allow himself to fight. He starts running. It's a very annoying style. Canelo already fought a similar style with Erislandy Lara, and he got through it. So having said that, we are going to keep the focus on the tiebreaker with Golovkin. So they said they didn't want to fight Billy Joe Saunders because his style is annoying and Ego is the greatest to ever live in the digital age of boxing commentary. So this was after Billy Joe Saunders' best career win. That's all Golden Boy and Canelo team at the time had to say. They gave Billy Joe Saunders no credit, and they just called him a runner. So you can already see how this is. Listen, Canelo's promoter, Saunders is a runner like Lara, so we want Triple G. So they never rematched the guy that y'all just told me you thought beat Canelo. And they said we want Triple G, the stationary guy with no head movement. And they say that Saunders, after his career best win, he ain't nothing but a runner. So you can already see how this story is playing out versus Caleb Plant. Caleb Plant is going to go in there, create a whole ton of problems, and then the narrative, the machista and the machismo, is going to be Canelo is looking to make the fight, and Caleb Plant, he's such a runner, and why did he have to keep running? I'm the greatest ever. I'm just going to take a bow because I'm the greatest. So you guys, you already know where it's coming. He said it at the press conference. He said, run, 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 run. Caleb gonna run, run, run. That's what he said. So you can already tell where this is headed. You didn't listen. That's how I know they hating. That's how I know. Billy Joe Saunders, I don't even like him, to be honest. I don't really like him, but he looked good in the Lemieux fight, and I can tell you that. You know, he's too immature for me. I don't really like him. You see what I'm saying? But he looked great in the Lemieux fight. You got to give him credit for it. But Canelo's team at the time didn't give him credit for it because they wanted to keep him away. And then years later, why'd you fight the runner? Because he was no longer relevant. He had failed a drug test, just like Canelo, and he had ballooned up in weight, and he somehow got a belt in a weird fashion by fighting a nobody at 168. That's when they went after him. This is what Canelo's team continues to do. They go after you. Canelo is a vulture. He is the vulture of all of boxing. He looks for the dead cadaver or the carcass laying on the road near death or dying, and then that's when he'll swoop down. He's not going to do when the animal's at full strength. No. But if the lion is like, got shot or something and is on his last leg, then the vulture, because it's like, okay, it's safe for me. That's how Canelo's played most of his career. And guess what? The times he hasn't done that, the fights have been extremely close. But the bad guys probably know where you're at. Good luck. Good luck. Listen, I'm going to say it again for the slow people in the back. I am the greatest ever in boxing history in the digital age. Canelo is a vulture. His team are vultures, opportunists. I like that. Opportunist vultures. And they wait for the decaying animal or the near-death, last leg, emaciated animal or whatever because it's been dried out in the desert with no food or water because it's wounded, and then they swoop down. Canelo's not continually fighting people off of their best wins. He's not. Statistically, historically, you can look at that and say that. The times he has fought somebody that the fans believed were a live dog, all of those fights have been close. All of them. And he arguably lost some of them. Mayweather, okay, is Mayweather. He lost. Lotta, he had 2 losses, but it was capped because like the Paul Williams, he didn't really lose to Paul Williams, yada, 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 right? So Lotta was in good shape in his career, and he's still relevant to this day. He lost that fight. Triple G, the first fight, when he was undefeated, coming off the Jacobs thing, I thought Triple G beat him. Even Triple G in the second fight, I thought Canelo won, but some people even had Triple G winning that, right? Every time he stepped up and fought a real live person that has some steam or momentum, at the very least, all those fights were close. The fights where he's pulled away the most are guys you've never heard of, Rocky Fielding, Average Eardrum, or guys that didn't stand a chance. Amir Khan, no chin, moving up in weight, rehydration clause. There's none of that. So Canelo could come in 180, or you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. So I definitely think this Caleb Plant fight is going to be definitely tough. Canelo and his team haven't showed a propensity to like this style, and they haven't showed me that they fare well with this style, and they haven't shown me that this is what they prefer. And history shows, unless you can prove me wrong, which I know you fucking sorry saps can't do because you can't outthink me, tell me and show me the Canelo performances where he looked like Mayweather Gotti against somebody that wasn't tailor-made for his style. Even the Amir Khan fight, Amir Khan was outboxing him in the first 4 rounds. And that's a smaller dude who was moving up with no chin. This is going to be a difficult fight, people. Even if Canelo can beat Caleb Plant, he's going to have to put in work. Even the Billy Joe Saunders fight, for all I've said about Billy Joe Saunders, some people thought I didn't personally see that, but some people are saying Billy Joe Saunders was doing all right. So we'll see. I think it's a great fight. I'm all in. And Caleb Plant don't sound scared. You don't sound afraid of, you know what I mean? He don't sound afraid of him. Amir Khan was outboxing Canelo 1,000%. Is what happened. So Canelo's team, listen, how are you pound for pound number 1 on people's list, and then you complaining that they style? You're not pound for pound. How you pound for pound, but you can't deal with the different styles? Terrence Crawford ain't. Listen. Oh, I'm about to cook y'all. Listen, let's open the floodgates, because I'm in the mood to. How come black fighters, you never hear them complain about who ran? Like, listen to what I'm about to say. Listen, guys that are power punchers that are black, right? Very easy to follow. Modern day black power punchers from America. How come you never or rarely hear a continual complaint that this person ran from them, or this person, preface it like this person's going to run if I fight them? Tell me a black fighter in the last 5 years, the black channels that complains, even if they're like, so what I'm saying is, even if the black, so it's very easy to follow. American, black, and they're power punchers. So a guy whose power punching style should be thwarted or deterred by the slickness of a mover or whatever. Name a black fighter that when have you ever heard Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder from Tuscaloosa, Alabama? Oh my God, he's a massive puncher. Let me know, when is the last time you heard Deontay Wilder complain that Luis Ortiz was going to box, complain that Fury was going to run? He says, I just want to beat his butt. When you heard Errol Spence say he cares how Mikey Garcia is going to fight? Andre Burrow, block him. Who the hell is Andre Burrow? Man, listen, you need to burrow your head in the ground because you out of here. That man said Andre Burrow. Who is? First of all, I said a fighter in the last 5 years. I don't even know where Burrow's at. Bro, please get him out of here. Shooters, y'all let Brandon overstay his welcome. That man said Andre Burrow. Your time, no, you out. Back to my point. You see, listen. Every time TBEGO, the greatest in boxing history in the digital age, makes these points, you always see the spamming of the chats and things like that. So let's stay focused. Name a black fighter that's a power puncher in the last 5 years that is American, that is frequently complaining about the opponent's style. It's specifically the opponent using whatever movement they want in the fight. So power punchers, Wilder. When have you heard him complain about Dominic Breazeale is going to run, or Luis Ortiz is going to run, or Spilka is going to dance around, or Tyson Fury is going to move too much? You don't really see that. Errol Spence, another black fighter with power. He doesn't say, oh, Mikey's going to run because he's a smaller guy. He's going to try to jab and box me and move, run. You don't hear Mikey say, or Errol say, Sean Porter is going to move too much on me and try to create angles as if it's a problem. Whatever Sean Porter brings, he's coming with it. You never heard Jaron Boots Ennis say, oh, I don't want to fight Lipinets because all he's going to do is run. And Lipinets is a runner, and Chris Van Herdeen ain't got no power. Once he feels my power, he's going to run. You don't see that. You don't hear it. You don't hear Jamal Charlo say Montiel and Derevyanchenko going to move too much and run. Why? How come? How come? People only say that when they're insecure, that you're going to sit there and make it a difficult night for them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to make it a difficult night, and they don't want to be worried about that, right? Like Oscar Valdez complained or something that Robinson Conceição is moving too much. That's when you see it. You never, I put it on Front Street. Tell me when a black fighter in the last 5 years that was a known puncher, when he said that. You know what I mean? When a black power puncher. Oh, I went off screen. Y'all got me hyped. I don't know how that happened. I just flew off the screen. Bro, only for black and Cuban fighters and occasionally white fighters that fight like Caleb Plant. Do you hear that? And they have black advisors and Cuban advisors and stuff. Do you ever hear this? Reginald ran, Caleb ran. Bro, no. Oh, well, you catch him. You're supposed to be fast. How are you pound for pound, number one, and you complaining? You doing a lot of complaining. So imagine me being a fighter and then someone hit me and they jab. All he do is jab. And I keep getting popped by the jab. Okay, do it some more. That you're trained, you're a fighter. If a person is jabbing and is successful, then they're gonna keep doing it. That's like, listen, you never hear the opposite. You never hear brawlers or you never hear runners or whatever and surgical boxers complain that a power puncher hit them too hard. They just got to deal with it, right? Like if a power puncher, Matisse or Maidana just blast you, you don't, oh man, you hitting too hard. But then the runner style is always slighted. How come runners don't say that to the power punchers? Because the surgical guy with the more tools, aka the runner, the technical guy, he don't care if you got power, and he willing to be in there with the power. And if you clip him, you clip him. But there's a whole lot of complaining from this machismo style and this rah bravado style, power punching style from certain people. That's the reality of it. How you gonna complain? You in a fight. It's a fight. Like Mike Tyson said, it's a fight. You got to fight. You ain't never heard no runner say, oh, you hit me to the ribs too hard. You too good of a body puncher. So anyway, all that run, I miss me with that. That ain't boxing. Customato told Tyson that. That's it. It's the art of hitting where you can hit them and don't get hit. Period. If you want someone to sit there, and that's why you see the matchmaking. When you want someone to just sit there, the matchmaker will get you a stiff log that'll just sit there and take punishment to make you look good. So Canelo's in a real fight. I'm out.